We're probably going to get some 96, so I'll be able to see a lot of their cape gameplay. That's for sure.
Yeah, it seems so far the categories they're picking are pretty 96 heavy. So hopefully you guys have fixed yourselves a drink here.
Yeah. All right. Neither of them get into disco, which
Oh, this first one
honestly,
is 96. I didn't even see that on the screen, but
yeah,
they're already
we kind of
starting.
missed the wheel. But yeah, as I was saying, not both of them missed the disco, so already losing on the swag points. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is.
And during this first level, because we've got a long way to go, this is a perfect time to explain things like the classes that I'm seeing questions about here in chat. So this tournament is very unique to this community and very cool. And so we wanted to do things a little differently. In this tournament, the toss-up tournament, there's 9 different categories that these runners can choose from. So we're not just asking these runners to get good at one category. We're giving them a whole mess of categories and saying, all right, each of y'all pick 3. And when it comes time for the race, they each ban 1 of each other's picks. And we randomize the remaining 4 to see what we get. And we realized that, having to have such a breadth of knowledge in this game would mean that newcomers especially would get completely smashed out of this tournament quickly. And due to the circumstances we've all gone through in the past year, our community's blown up just internationally, and we want to make sure that everyone has as much fun as they possibly can. So we took as many applicants as we could get, and then we broke them down into 3 groups that we decided was kind of fair time-wise on how to break them up. A group of 14, a group of 8, and another group of 8. And we teamed them up, let them go through group stages, and now we're at bracket stages here at the semifinals for Class C. And honestly, the way this was seeded, the way this was broken up, ended up working beautifully. We've seen like insanely close matches like I haven't seen in tournaments before. And we've seen, because of this toss-up tourney format that requires insane just brain power to even function during knowing what run you're doing, we've seen crazy upsets that we typically wouldn't see in any other tournaments. And so this tournament has just been awesome from end to end, or super upsetting. Depends on who you are.
Yeah, I mean, just to that point, a perfect example of the upsets we've seen so far is round 1 of brackets. We actually saw Hami beat Usui, who is a lot of people's
Oof.
favorite to take the entire tournament, as he holds the world record now in 96 all castles and no star world. Although, granted, all of those current world records he actually got after losing. So, if anything, maybe him losing that match actually did something better for his gameplay. But still, I mean,
Yeah, he can get back on the grind. Yeah, it's crazy. Usui's a newer runner to the community, newer in the extent of, in context of how long some of us have been around. And he's smashing world records now. Goes against Hami, who's another new player, and Hami like decidedly wins. And that could have just been a stroke of luck or whatever. And so in the second round, he ends up going against Fitz, who is a very well-established player and is just super known, especially for his no cape and consistency. And he wins that one too. And so I believe it's going to be rather soon. We're going to see him against Louis, and he's really going to be put to the test.
yeah, I mean, I said this in the general, just like in general. If Hami beats Louis, I think he's going to take the entire tournament because, I mean, that kind of momentum that he'll have going forward. Because Louis was my favorite. I thought he was going to beat Usui in the semifinals, but obviously Usui didn't even get there. So, like at this point, Louis is my favorite to take the tournament. But again, if Hami beats him, he's going to be one to watch out for, man. I don't know. I don't know if the other semifinal winner is going to have anything against him.
It'll be crazy. I mean, if you look at pure numbers wise, the other matchup that'll see who he potentially goes against is Thug versus Rokon. Rokon's kind of having his own Cinderella moment like Hami, where he's a newer runner who's, just been doing great getting to where he is. And he's going to be going up against Thug, who is, by all accounts, just a phenomenal player. A truly phenomenal player. So he's really going to have his work cut out for that.
So I think, not to interrupt that point, but this is actually where we're already seeing a route difference, which is going to be great for us to follow. Also, 15, by the way. Post your 15s in chat. But yeah, Mingura not even opting for a Yoshi, which is going to lose him a lot of time. And oh, never mind. They're actually going the same. I didn't even realize. I thought since Matthew already got the cape, I thought he was just going to go early Ghost House. But I guess they're both going early Green Switch, which is good for this level. I mean, that way you can always get a backup cape, and it's going to be easier for us to commentate it. But Mingura opting for the no cape route, despite actually losing his Fire Flower, and again, not going for a Yoshi, which is going to lose him a lot of time in this level secret exit. But, sometimes it is what it is. Maybe he figures that he gains that time back by not having to deal with the Yoshi animation. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Route divergence it's a huge pain to view, but it can be so hype at the end because I've seen so many races where there'll be a divergence within the first 5 minutes or so, and they don't converge until the very last level. And so it's just an hour and a half of suspense.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy for sure. But obviously, it's hard to follow along because you don't actually know who's in first. Um,
Yeah.
So MGL failing the pipe fly, Mingura also failing it. That's not really the proper movement. I don't think that space is really wide enough for you to be able to get P speed. But I mean, then again, I'm just a dude commentating. These are guys actually playing the game, so I should probably just shut up. But anyway, they're both getting the secret exit first,
Hey,
which
the winner
makes
of this
sense.
is going to be fighting you, so
Yeah, so actually, I'm allowed to talk a little smack if I want. Get in their head. Like,
absolutely.
I mean, the thing is, I'm kind of happy either way because, I mean, basically, when I play the winner of this match, like whoever wins that match will just like get a higher seed position. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm moving on to the final either way, but this might be that awkward moment where I
You
find out
are
it's
the
actually only.
final, aren't you? I'm under the impression that you are at the finals.
Well, yeah, the finals for my class, but I mean, like, isn't there another like bracket where they all three converge or something after?
There are no plans for that.
Oh,
Maybe we could have an exhibition match if everyone kind of wanted to do it.
okay, so I was under the misconception. I thought that like all three classes were gonna converge in something and do like some mega
I'm gonna
tournament
be
where it's the
honest.
top
That
two
would
from each.
I'm usually an optimistic person. Ask anybody; they'll say I'm one of the most optimistic people on earth. However, that would be a blowout unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we'll see what happens. Either way, these guys going through an
However,
auto scroller.
it makes it very much more of a possibility if one of the potential finalists is willing to do an exhibition match where all three of the runners go against each other.
Either way, it's gonna be epic, man. That's all I know. So yeah, these guys they're going through. What level is this? Thunder Plains 2. I don't know why I kept thinking it's Vanilla Dome, probably because it's like underground.
Yeah, it's got that Vanilla Dome vibe to it.
Yeah, really long and doesn't really have a whole bunch of motive for existing. Anyway, MGL going through.
Yeah, this is just fortunately, that pipe in the middle just cuts this level in half. By God, could you imagine if they had to do normal exit without that?
Oh, trust me, I know. My first like 10 or so all switches attempts, I forgot about that cape in the middle, so I was running through the whole thing. Bro, it was a mess. But then it was a free like 45-second time save when I
That's
realized.
true.
So
Then once you realize it, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm better than I thought.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right, so anyway, they're going through the secret exit first. It's kind of weird for me to see that because I'm not. I don't know. I just don't watch a lot of 96 these days. Like nobody streams it. So neither runner. It doesn't look like either runner is going to be going through the top secret area. Oh, never mind. Mingura is. Well, he needs to get a cape or a fire flower. People calling out MGL in the chat for chatting while racing, but
What?
he's actually winning right now. So, I
So
mean,
yeah, I'm not gonna say much about people who talk in chat while they race, but as someone who always likes to provide random stats for our last matches in tournaments, I'm gonna have some very eye-opening stats this year for y'all who like to talk in chat while you race.
it's definitely not me. I mean, I chat after the fact, but I'm usually so nervous during, like I couldn't even process that.
Man, this Donut Plains 3 just looks so nice with a cape. You don't realize how just absolutely terrifying that level is if you don't have one.
Yeah, it really puts it into perspective. You know, when you see when you see these cape runs, you're like, huh. So that's what the level looks like when you're not actually playing it. Interesting. Anyway, now they're flying through DP4, but this level's gonna. Well, I don't know. Do you think we're gonna see wings from either player? I think we have to, right? They're probably both gonna go for it. I mean, it's cape wings. Never mind. Matthew skipping past it. I'm pretty sure Mingura does it, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
He's been on and off. He's at that stage of running that, you know, all of us runners have been familiar with, where you got that crazy strat that can save you so much time if you get it.
And if you don't, you're reading a lot of time loss. Yeah, because
Yeah, so if you're in race mode, are you really in that PB mindset? It looks like Mingura's going to skip the Yoshi. He's made that decision.
yeah, I mean, you know, I guess if I'm either of these runners, I'm probably thinking, you know, like, yeah, it'd be nice to get the 45 seconds, but what would not be nice is getting that key. That would be the worst.
Yeah. And I guess fortunately with 96, you know, there's so many route variations you can take to minimize your potential time losses.
Yeah, I think I just go for VD1 secret, but I tried to do that on my all switches race during versus BRT, and several times I tried to get the try to get the normal exit or the secret exit to save the time and go for wings again, and I wasted like 45 seconds going for it.
Yeah.
So
Wings will do that.
but Mingora actually going for the spring, which is not what you'd expect to see. Oh, that's not a sprint. You can do a much safer spring jump than that. You can
Oh,
just
yeah.
stand on that green switch and jump on the side.
Oh, I mean, even well before the green switch, there's some great jumps and throws you can do.
I mean, obviously, the optimal play is to switch in the fire early, so you don't have to worry about like jumping up there with the cape and you save time with it. But
Yeah.
either way, both these
You know,
runners.
I mean, actually, I mean, there's runners also like me who I do the switch at the very top. I don't switch from cape until I'm basically at the door doing that jump off the spring. I use that jump off the spring to do the switch over.
Does that make sense? You have more like if you get caught on one of the pillars, like you don't have to worry as much about your positioning and
Yeah,
accidentally getting hit.
I'd stress so much in that Morton fly room that I don't want to deal with anything else until I'm done with it. Oh, Matthew, that's a sick strat there.
Yeah, honestly, VD1, it kind of sucks that wings are like such the optimal strat because VD1 no wings is actually really freaking cool, both with cape and without.
It's super fun. Yeah. The one thing I really dislike is the fact that because I do wings, like I never get to see the end of this level anymore, and it's a really cool level.
Hey, just play small only. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Ooh, okay.
Worth the attempt. Yeah, that's honestly the one scary part is like, oh, when he gets frame rolled.
Yep,
You
that
hate to
cape
see
will
it.
do it.
Mr. Wade is not in the group. He's opting for the commentator only route this tournament, which is fine. You know, it's not a problem.
Yeah. I find a lot of my efforts are better spent behind the scenes of tournaments.
I mean, I don't think anyone would contest that you're probably the best commentator among us. So, you know, you take the dub where you can.
However, you can find me in the randomizer tournament. That's a fun one.
And MGL going for a pretty slow strat. Yeah, you're not really going to be able to save much time. I probably would have deboosted if I were him, especially because you can get a backup Fire Flower in, what's it called? Cookie Mountain. Like, it would be faster, just, maybe it doesn't know this level small. But, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting the choices you see these runners going for, you know? Like me, I was thinking a no cape mindset, so I'm like, okay, I know the backup if I mess up and lose my cape here. But a lot of them are just like, all right, what's the fastest way I can get a cape? But you know, it's not always the most ideal. Anyway, though, they're going for a secret exit first. They can get the red switch palace, and then they'll go back and do the normal exit.
Let's see if we can get a yump here.
Oh, and he doesn't even attempt. Oh, just chill there. Don't.
Oh, he's hiding behind that P-switch.
Damn, I don't think I've seen that before. That's actually really cool. So Mingura, losing his cape. It's kind of rough. Kind of rough to see. He almost died, but thankfully he didn't.
There's still not too much of a difference between the two.
Matthew getting caught on the lip. Oh, and then he gets frame ruled. There is a consistent way to never break the shell and get it the whole way. But I guess he doesn't. It is kind of hard. You have to hold down while letting go of Y, and then re-kill the Buzzy with the cape. I don't know. I can't do it. So, and
I
these
mean,
guys are probably better than me. Cape.
that's definitely something that's somewhat required in this level because otherwise that Buzzy Beetle will wake up if you don't continually re-stun it.
Yeah, unless you get
Oh,
the small
Mingura.
only way of being able to swim above. And honestly, it looks like Mingura is going for that now, but probably not
He
by
traded a
choice.
mushroom to chase a shell. Did not pay off. He would have had a cape right now.
He's gotta wait for this. Yeah, he's gotta wait for that fish now. Oh, that
Chances
is a
on the
butterfly.
multi-box. Yeah, he's going to the multi-box. Gonna grab himself a cape there.
He really just wanted to hit that Chuck in extra time with the fireball. Oh, get freaking destroyed. That's what you get for killing all my runs in Chocolate CQ, you jerk. Anyway,
I was so scared he's gonna try to cape whip that Chuck right there. Oh no, that's not good. There you go. Go, 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 go. Get out of there.
wow, that was stylish.
Holy
He
cow.
did a shot the Buzzy Beetle shell into a spin jump into like a jump cape fly into a fly. I don't even know what I just said, but it looked cool. Just I don't know if it saved any time, but anyway.
So many verbs.
It looked like Matthew. I don't know if he was trying to go for the item fly or the spin fly with the P switch, but he kind of messed it up. It's kind of tricky, and I wouldn't really expect him to hit that in a race setting. Um, but you
Yeah,
know,
that can mess you up all the time. He's not gonna get that flight unless he does a backup here. Oh, all right. He
yeah,
had a
just
lot of
don't even
faith
try.
in his backup, but fortunately he got
Don't try
back
for it.
there. Oh!
Getting owned by the Blarg. I honestly was looking away for a sec. I was paying attention to Mingura's screen. I didn't even know what happened.
He thought about going ahead, just from what it looked like. He thought about going ahead and bouncing off the blogs, kind of redecided against it at the last moment, just where he was at the timing. A blog just happened to be there, and I think he just had second thoughts, and second thoughts will get you damage.
Yeah, man, that was a really scary and sussy early dive bomb from Matthew. He almost was about to clip into that
Yeah,
wall.
sketchy on that slope right there. They'll eat you, man.
I mean, if you react to it, you can jump out, but still, you never really
Oh,
know what's gonna happen with clips in this game.
nice. He's doing the normal strat right now with the Yoshi. If he can get out, he was too early.
Is he? He's
You're
not gonna
not
ever get
getting that
Yoshi's
Yoshi,
back.
bro. You're not getting it. You're a tile up.
Thankfully, that's not nearly as bad as in No Cape
Oh.
because I mean you can just fly over Cheeseburger area and Cookie Mountain all the same, so you're not really losing that much time other than the wings time, and you actually save time in VD4 because you can get a fast flight speed, and you can only get like normal V speed with Yoshi. Unless you do Yoshi fly, but there's no ceiling to bump on. And Mingora not even going for it. He probably
Doesn't
saw what
even
happened
go
to
for it.
Matthew and was like, "No, I could actually like save time over him with this."
Yeah, man, that's a strat that people in this class really need to nail in their head because it's so important. Managing flight can be difficult in this game. Managing flight with Yoshi in tight corridors, yeah, it's essential. Ooh, Mingura didn't know his exit either. He did a real
No.
extended fly when he needed to do a small one, and it put him under a block oddly and just got rid of his Yoshi.
I am so tensed up watching Mingora scream right now. I am glad he made it out of there with the cape. I was really scared he was gonna have to do VD4 no cape. More like
Yeah.
VD4 no thanks. I would just rather just forfeit right there. This is an hour and a half long category, so that tells you how. Well, I mean, obviously I'm a no cape specialist, so like I know that level no cape. But before I did, dude, this was like the worst level of all time.
Tell you what, that's another reason why I'm not in this tournament. If someone picked 96, like if it landed on 96, I'd be like, forfeit. I'll get you on the next two. Let's not run that one.
And Matthew heading through Lemmy, not going for the cycle skip. Obviously because the only human I'm pretty sure who's ever gotten that RTA is Louis.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see that in a race.
Would be cool. I mean, I don't know. Either way, this level is kind of, you just wait for the cycles. kind of a boring level, but you got to make this cycle. It's a bit harder than it looks, but as long as you duck jump and unduck at the right time.
No, 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 no. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. He put all his faith in a jump in the cape frame rule. Fortunately, the cape frame rule worked out in his favor, but don't ever put your faith in the cape like that again, Matthew.
Yeah, normally what you're supposed to do there is you're supposed to cape kill that first dry bones on the right that he
Yeah,
just kind of left alone. That way you can run
exactly.
back and then he's not there and you can dive bomb the other dry bones and then you can just run through the crypt. But he messed it up. And I wasn't exactly paying attention to what happened at the beginning with Mingura, but somehow a shell got down there and it actually saved him a little bit because he didn't have to worry about letting go of Y or a direction when going on with the P-switch. Oh, and he's going to get trapped, though.
You're grounded, Mingura.
That was rough. He's going to win on a cycle now. Please make that. Okay. He's good. He didn't get pranked by some weird flight speed mechanic. And Mingora not opting to go for the skip. Well, he does a little bit. And does a backward flight. What? This is so weird. So, honestly, the saddest part about all this is that we're not going to be able to see CMBK from our other runner in Cookie Mountain. It's just sad, because we were totally going to see it for sure in Class C otherwise. But they don't have a Yoshi, so they can't do it. Haha, Curb, but what that would require is for me to actually know how to do CMBK. So, yeah, it's just gonna not happen. But I appreciate the cap at the end. Anyway, we got some tap lefts going on. Post your tap lefts in chat if you feel like it. If not, then whatever. I'm not gonna do anything. Anyway, we got a 260 from Matthew. Obviously, he's gonna get a faster flight speed. The faster you can get with Yoshi, not doing CMBK, is 259. So we're saving in-game second. Which is all you can really ask for. If you're going a little faster, like given your circumstances, Mingura actually saving 2 in-game seconds over Matthew with that CBA normal exit no Yoshi. I am glad you asked. If you subscribe, or if you pay for SMW Premium now, you will actually get hand-drawn the original frames for what the original pictures of what Yoshi's Island 2 was actually supposed to look like before the developers decided to patch in the ability to get a 361 and ruin the attention spans of every SMW runner. So, but you have to order now. It's only $69.99 a month, and again, you get those stills that have never been announced to the public previously. I actually have them. Miyamoto gave them to me previously. It was a bit of a hush-hush deal. I'm not supposed to say anything, but you know he's not really watching, so who cares? Anyway, now we got Matthew going through Soda Lake, the worst level ever. This level sucks. It's just holding right, pressing B at certain times. That's it. And Mingura finishing out Cookie Mountain. You got a Yoshi, which is kind of worthless at this point. This is not a 95 no cape, so you actually don't need the Yoshi for the Cheesebridge area secret exit. But anyway, honestly, the thing about Soda Lake is it's really easy, but it's also really scary because you have to swim under the level for so much of it to avoid all this stuff and save the most time. But if you swim too low, like, I don't know exactly how much, but it's probably like 2 tiles below the very bottom, like the very bottom of the screen where you swim, like is the death zone. So if you just don't press B at the right time, like you wait an extra half a second not to press B, like you're gonna get pranked and you're gonna die. So, thankfully that didn't happen. He's through with the worst level. Mingura's about to enter the worst level.
All right, and I apologize for being gone. I am back to watch these great runners. You know, it's good to be great at something, isn't it? Like speed running. these runners here. It's good to be great at something.
It sure
It's
is. I hope to know the feeling one day, but we'll
yeah,
get there. No
yeah.
problem.
It's the worst thing is to be really, really bad at something. Like if you're a sandwich place that delivers and you bring me a soggy sandwich, you're not great at what you do. You're
Or
bad at what
no,
you do. I'm clearly making an analogy. This isn't something that happened in real life just moments ago. I'm clearly making a bigger analogy for Super Mario right here. If you're not great at what you do, you should go out of business and not charge me an extra $5 for delivery. If the sandwich is going to be bad when you deliver it. Super Mario World, let's go.
yeah, I agree there. Honestly, I thought you were subtweeting Mingura for getting hit in Soda Lake, which honestly I probably would have done too. So not that big of a deal. But yeah, I totally understand what you mean, man. I mean, one time this dude delivered me a sandwich, and I don't know what he put in it, but it was just, man, it was just like the soggiest thing I've ever seen. It was like he just sent the sandwich down a hill while it was raining.
Oh, I hate it when they do that. I hear there's some places in Maryland that they only eat sandwiches like that.
I think that's probably because they fell into the Chesapeake, but I could be
Oh
mistaken.
man.
I'm not sure what Mingor is doing. He's really going back for Cape there. Okay, I mean, hey man, whatever works. But I feel like you could just do the normal exit of Star World 3 and then the secret exit. He's pretty good at 11 no Cape, so he should know that backup. It's definitely not going to lose him as much time as he'll save. Maybe he just doesn't want to worry about it. I guess if I were
Ooh,
him, I'd probably
Matthew.
do the same thing.
All right. He's
Perks
taking
of
the
early
stairs
green
down.
switch. Star World 4 secret exit is free. I don't know why Mingora let go of the P-switch there. You get a free backup cape if you just drag it through. Maybe he's trying to do GBK. I don't know. I really hope not. Or ARK.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see anything like that. That's crazy. I mean, but if you get a big enough lead, might as well give it a shot. Even if you don't know it, just give it a whirl, Who knows what'll happen? Oh, looks like Matthew touched the ground there. I saw that the tile slow down for a second.
The classic. Yeah, I mean, you might as well. I feel like it makes more sense to go for GBK because it's the beginning, and if you mess it up, like, you can just start flying. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Going
it's
for
a pretty
ARK
easy one
is
to learn too.
ARK just like scares me. If you mess it up, the backup just looks like absolutely asinine. Like, I would never want to do that.
Yeah, it's
I
super.
guess it's not
Oh,
that
let's see
bad.
some zips. What you got for me, Matthew? A little southpaw zip for that first one. Oh, an
You just
almost
like
death for
fell
that
away from
second
death.
one. That dude definitely almost died.
Speaking of which, speaking of him almost dying, if you want to almost die but not actually die in your zips, that is another perk of buying SMW Premium. Again, $69.99 a month. You do get those limited edition stills of Yoshi 2 before the 361 patch, and you also get death-free zips, but only left side. If you go for right side, it's actually, sorry, the producer's handing me the notes. It's actually only on right side you get
That's
death
right.
free. If you go left
That's
side,
right.
yeah, it's just on you. It's like
There's
that
been
is
a
what it is.
correction.
Matthew showing off his stylish little double spin fly. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that was, but he's getting
I'm
through there.
glad, man. He was trying to go for some zips on that second one a little too late, and I was super scared that he was actually going to die since he needed to get secret exit. So, like, pulling back in that platform's way harder the longer you wait on the second zips.
Got a little bit of a breather on Star World 2 here. One of the easier levels on the run. But he's just swimming through. Not a problem. I don't know if we're going to see... Do you think we're going to see yellow Yoshi or blue Yoshi from these guys? Probably blue, right? I can't imagine either of them would go for wings and special.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, they'll probably just grab the blue Yoshi on their way back through Star World 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Like
Matthew
Mingura is
already
going
did...
for a backup cape here. Need to tuck in a little more to the right, sir. Nope, just passing it by. Just saying howdy. Could have just grabbed the cape on your way down, but what do you know? It's not his. Don't take it. That's pretty honest of him. I like that.
Yeah, you don't know who that belonged to.
Yeah, it
Probably
could be
some bird.
anyone's. Don't just pick up stuff you find on
What
the
was
ground.
that? Okay, that was the sickest thing I've ever seen. Matthew just flinging Yoshi into the sky to grab that cape. That was actually all right. Honestly, him missing the disco, I was kind of salty, but like that definitely earned like he's got the spike points going on. That was almost as sick as. But re-entering Star World, going back to the big house. Oh no, he
Oh,
hasn't
just
even
checking it
played that
out.
level yet.
Just checking it out. You got to see where you've been to know where you're going. That's an old proverb. I think Nelly said that once.
Yeah, he probably did in one of his old rap music things. I don't know. I'm not very up to date with the lingo these days, but you know, it's probably something that
Me
he
neither,
said.
because I'm clearly making Nelly references. I
He,
don't think anyone's heard of him in years.
I mean, he has a song with Florida Georgia Line out right now that's honestly just kind of the epitome of cringe. So yeah, I'd say it's fair. Anyway, Matthew exiting Star World and going for a special world definitely almost crashed his game with all those capes he was loading that weren't actually able to materialize. So thankfully that didn't happen.
Wings? Wings? No, why go that direction if you're not going to get wings? You're just teasing me.
Gets a backup cape. Okay, he just yeeted that blue shell out of existence. I thought that was going to bounce back at him. Oh,
Just shoot it on the other side of the wall.
In chat, please. Hey, at least they're even on the bonus stars. I was worried that Mingura was going to have the only one for the longest time.
Yeah,
but thankfully it evened out.
They've tied up. You got the same amount of lives, same amount of bonus stars.
Okay, there's definitely some beef with these Yoshis. That's the second unnecessary blue Yoshi toss we've seen.
And another throw up to get it. Maybe that's why Matthew does the throw up, because to just prevent that from the get go. If that's his reasoning, that would actually be kind of smart in races.
Does that actually save time, you think, with the cape? Because you have to wait for it to come down.
I
don't think it
does. No, you can grab that cape jumping up. But if you know that you have proclivity to accidentally grab said cape, then you can just guarantee the Yoshi grabbing it by throwing it up.
Is Mingura trying to go for FOI 1 wings in Star World 5 right now? I am so confused by why he just waited there and then spat out the shell. Maybe he's having controller problems? We did see that with Logical's race yesterday. And we missed Matthew's tubular. He took it extremely slow and safe, and honestly, I don't blame him at all, because if you mess that level up, like, that is just a ridiculous amount of time loss.
That's all you need. Just take it low and slow. He's got himself a real healthy lead right now, so.
And he's definitely watching the stream, because, I mean, he's been commenting in chat.
Yep, if he just plays it low and slow, he should be able to eke this out. It's a pretty good lead for only 30 minutes in, but at the same time, you're only 30 minutes in.
Yeah, we still got a bunch of crap left. We still got we've still got 2 Yoshi clips, which these guys are probably both gonna go for. And I mean, we've just got so much.
Oh, God ditched the Yosh.
What? Did he just get clipped through?
No, I mean, it's hard to tell how he missed it. Like, he was that close to being on it that he just wasn't on it.
Yeah, he was probably like a couple pixels away from the cursed end pixel that kills your momentum.
Yeah,
is there like a community name for that, by the way? Because I always just call it the pixel.
Just
and I don't really know
the pixel. The infamous pixel that I miss everything by.
I honestly hate that crap so much. What is Mingura doing?
He's almost losing his Yoshi thrice is what's happening. Shoutouts to the word thrice for coming into my head in that clutch moment.
Yeah, that was epic, man. Okay, he tried to go for the super swag. Because I don't know what happened, but he somehow had a fire flower going into this level.
How did he just now lose his Yoshi and take damage? Get out of there! Just run! No, the other way. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so scared right now. Oh my god.
Okay, he knows the back scroll strats. And he dies anyway. No, but Mingura, he's barely making it. Oh man, this is This is turning out to be quite an eventful special world.
Oh,
I don't know why you're getting a Yoshi. You can get a Yoshi at the beginning of Groovy.
oh,
Also, you can get
he's
a
going
cape at the
back
beginning
home.
of
He's
Yoshi.
going back home. He's going back to Yoshi's house to live out his days.
You really wants a blue Yoshi? There is a blue shell, my friends, at the beginning of that level. You can honestly just do that.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I thought he almost died to that fish. If he decided to go for that Yoshi instead of swim up and go for it,
We might actually have these runners tied. MGL will still be a little bit ahead. Actually, no, he's got a lot of special world to go through. Yeah, these
yeah.
runners are going to be almost tied going into Groovy. That was a really bad time loss for Matthew. I'm not sure why I went for that.
This will definitely, yeah, this definitely made this race a lot more interesting. We have them both in the same level for the first time in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think the first time since Lemmy. No, even Lemmy. I'm pretty sure Matthew finished up well, 15 again. I'm pretty sure Matthew
Hey,
finished up Lemmy and what's his face? Mingura. I shouldn't forget his name. He's right there. Mingura was still in BD4. But yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. How's his Mondo? Let's go for the safe strat, I would imagine. Yep. Okay, that's not the most optimal way to do it, but it's fine. Better than I would have done.
yeah, just catch yourself flight and move on. Mingura didn't do his full jump, so now he's at the mercy of that Hammer Bros. You gotta just full jump every jump in that from like the moment you start, and it'll just put you where you're going.
Mingura losing a lot of water cycles here. This is rough. He just
I mean,
started his fight
it's
a bit too early.
slippery. There's a lot of water. I get it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm not like criticizing that much because I would still be in Vanilla Dome right now probably. That is not true, but you get
Gotta
the
get his
idea.
sea legs going.
This now we got outrageous. Probably the one level that's really like mentally preventing me from actually starting 95 no cape at some point because this level no cape is just stupid, so stupid. Like I could do funky, I could do all the way through Mondo. It would take a while, but I could do them. But this I could just not do. No way, unless I'm just like waiting 5 seconds for every enemy. Nope. So they just get to fly over. Just tap left a bunch of times and you're done, which
Yep.
is pretty chill.
It's just Force of Illusion 3's evil older brother.
Yeah, I mean, it looks evil. It looks like there was a spell cast in the place to age all the plants 60 years. It's like brown everywhere. Anyway, Matthew flying over Funky. This level's kind of tricky because there's like a ceiling there, as we saw, like he was getting stopped by something. But you're just barely able to fly over the screen, to fly over these pipes here. And if you don't, like you're eating a lot of time loss. And you don't know where you're gonna land when you get on the ground because this level's a mess on the ground. But you know, he's just gonna fly over it. Not a problem at all. So I really hope Mingura goes down so we can see the "You are super player" text. I think Matthew just skipping it, which is pretty disappointing.
It's pretty rude.
Yeah, how do we know how good of a player he is or what kind of player he is? And Mangura doing it for the fans. Yes, you are super player. Double exclamation point.
I gotta say, the thing that bugs me the most is not the fact that it doesn't say you are a super player like it does in the US. It's the 2 exclamation points that really bug me. Go with 1 or 3. Don't just pick 2. Don't be a wild card like that.
Yeah, that's like you're kind of excited for me, but you're also just kind of having
It's
an exclamation point
sarcastic.
because you're forced to.
It's
know?
sarcastic.
Yeah, it is, honestly. I can't really argue. Fat dive bomb from Matthew at the end of that level. Really just trying to show he has full control over his control pad. We appreciate it, man. No 3-up moon from Mingura. Disappointing. Alright, so we'll see if we got any yumps coming up here from Matthew. I don't think there's not a yump prediction, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's okay. No pipe fly from Matthew. It's really hard to get a pipe fly on room 2, and it only saves like half a second, so I don't really blame him for that. No yump, I will blame him for that. You have a whole frame to press B, alright? There's no excuse for miss it. See if Mingora does it, though. That'll be better. Oh, he tried for it. I gotta respect it.
All right, back in Donut Plains. Now they took Donut Plains 2 route their first time around, I believe. So we're gonna be going into the water after this.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what their strats are on Donut Secret, because I mean it's probably just gonna be the same thing because you always do the same thing. But what's gonna be really kind of sus to see is the fact that since they did doing the ghost house late after the vanilla ghost house, they got to worry about the boo rings in there, where it matters a lot more than it does in the vanilla ghost house. So, you know, and they're probably not gonna know exactly what the boo rings are because I don't know, it's just kind of weird. So we'll see what their strat is in the secret house.
And go up and hey, 27
27. Man, Matthew's working his way up to getting a full bonus
room. Bonus room.
I hope, man. That would be so hype.
I don't see how you can do a 96 exit without bonus room.
It would be pretty hard, I'd imagine.
It's the most important exit.
Matthew coming back in here for the secret exit. We'll see if he's able to hold on to that shell the whole time, because that's like the most important part of this exit. Getting a 255 for MGL. That's pretty good. I mean, he broke the shell early, so with that considered, other than that, it was pretty perfect. Let's see how Mingura's goes. He gets the glitched half orange, half green pipe. You love to see it. Oh, I guess the brewing's exactly the same, so I'm just an idiot. Bad commentator here, everyone. But anyway.
Yeah, that pipe will change up colors depending on how high you fly up in that room.
I did not know that. Thank you for the information.
Yeah, I think of it like almost kind of a flub meter, because you don't, in optimal, you don't want it to change color. So it changes color going up a tile at a time. For each tile you fly up higher than you should. So if it's all orange, you should work on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And me being a guy who sucks at cape, that would actually be really helpful, because it's probably going to be all orange a good percentage of the time. And they're going to be going back to this house for the normal exit now, after beating the Atomic Talissa and getting the secret exit. I don't know what the boomerang's going to be like this time. It's like the same. It's honestly so much less to worry about when you can just cape cancel. You don't have to worry about actually jumping through the boomerangs like a no cape.
This level especially, you want these boomerangs to be lined up right.
Wow, that was actually sick for Matthew.
That was a great delay.
A quick double,
Wow, dude, that was a hot level coming from Matthew right there, all in all.
Yeah, that was actually really clean. Well, Mingura not even getting the cape cancel. He like, oh,
that weird little southpaw strat. You see
I
that
get that.
strat that he used from a lot of older runners. It's something I really don't like, but something that's really popular with the fastest runners. So, I mean, who am I to say against it, right? He definitely flew up way higher than he should have, though.
What do you mean? What Mingura did or what MGL did?
Yeah, Mingura, that turn back to go through the boo ring, as opposed to just cape canceling head on.
Yeah, I definitely see that from like Brams and Freeze a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems kind of scary to me. I normally just try to get down as quickly as possible so I can just like chill. But that's just me. I'm just a nervous wreck when I do runs, let alone races. So it's whatever I feel most comfortable with. Anyway, I wasn't really paying attention to his DS2, but it's kind of a pseudo flyover, so
Yeah, you pretty
not
much
much to
just
worry about
go.
here.
Oh, Mingura can't get his height, though. You better get up there, dude. Nope, he's going to take it low. There you go. Almost threaded that needle. Okay.
What is
You gotta,
Matthew doing?
man, what are both sides of the screen doing, man? They are wilding out right now.
Get a power up. I gotta respect it. I mean, DS1 can be kind of scary. You don't want to go into that small if you can avoid it. But yeah, I was kind of. I wish I hadn't been paying so much attention to Mingura's screen. Because I didn't see like how he messed up. I'm assuming he probably just tried to cape one of the buzzies and missed.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a safe assumption.
There's a free cape right there for MGL though, so he's not even that much time lost. He's still gonna be ahead of Mingura.
Yeah, he's having issues right now. There you go. He's back on track. Mingura's coming up hot, though. Mingura had a really good VD1 for himself. Oh!
He just misses. Unfortunate. So hopefully the chuck doesn't mess him up. We'll see. I mean, he can just cape a football. Oh, but he doesn't.
Oh!
Commentator's curse. I feel so.
8! Because he ate that football to the face. Get it?
Man, I feel bad for laughing, but that was so. He took an extra second and be like, he was mad at that Chuck dude. He just had to kill him. He was like, "No, I'm just destroying you right now. You're
Yeah,
not allowed to live after what you've done to me."
you got to get back at him.
If I'm being honest, and I'm doing my best here, but I'm actually a little surprised we're seeing flubs on this level of all levels, because I mean this is a level you play in No Star World. I mean, those guys are both pretty good in No Star World. I think Matthew has a 34 or like a low 35.
True, but I mean, this is a level we see messed up time and time again from so many runners. I'm honestly surprised when I see people do it well.
Yeah, it is actually a deceptively difficult level. It's a lot easier no cape. It's like one of the only levels that's easier no cape than with cape.
Right? The reason it's so memorable is because it feels so dope and like looks so cool whenever you get it right. But you know, if you mess it up 25% of the time here and there, like your chances aren't that great going into a race then.
Either way, we're heading into Flyover City here, so if Carrick, if you want to enlighten us on some other on like the benefits of SMW Ultra Premium, because I wasn't really able to touch on that earlier.
Oh, Ultra Premium. It's one of our most exclusive tiers that we have in our SMW Premium memberships that you can order online. This tier is very similar to services like AAA, where you sign up for this, we will tow your car 3 times a year. We're not going to tell you when we do it or where we put it, but we will tow your car up to 3 times a year. And that's just that'll be fun for you and the family to figure out where that went.
Wow, I mean, can you talk about a deal? And how much is that per month, W. Carrick?
I'm glad you asked. We're doing a new model that's very similar to Radiohead's old album, where you're going to pay what you want. A minimum of $600 a month. You can pay what you want to access this tier.
Okay, so let me just clarify here. So that means, you start at 600 and then you go from there, or you can pay
You
zero
pay
if you want.
anything you can pay $0 as long as you're paying that minimum of $600 a month. You can pay nothing.
Well, I mean, if that's not a great deal, honestly, I don't know what is. And you really need to get your dictionary checked if you don't think that's a good deal.
I take cash too. If you don't got cards, you can just give me cash. That's fine.
I mean, can you believe this, chat? Chat, can we please see some PogChamps for this? I mean, this is just super epic. What's not super epic is Matthew losing his cape there, but as long as he gets the backup and doesn't die, we'll be chilling.
There he goes. He can grab himself a cape in here in the next level.
Seeing the rare forward scroll, you don't need to do that. You can honestly just swim through the fish bones, and it doesn't even really vary, but I guess it's less scary, so I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it's mostly get
People
those
almost hold on
spikes
to
out
it.
of the way early, but I mean, they shouldn't be too much of an issue regardless.
Did you just call them spikes? I think you meant to call them Doritos, my friend.
Oh, of course, of course.
Common mistake.
You know, it's people say that those spikes are called Doritos because they look like the Doritos, but it's actually, if you look at the release dates, it's actually quite the opposite. Doritos are called Doritos because they hook into your mouth like the Dorito spikes from Mario.
It
Doritos
is.
actually, it's Frito-Layan, which is, an old ancient language, Frito-Layan. It's Doritos Frito-Layan for sharp object in the gums of your mouth.
This is true, actually. I have seen the scriptures. And also, another little known fact that they won't really tell you this is that just like those Doritos in the castle can easily kill you, so can eating a lot of Doritos. So definitely
Oh,
want to be
absolutely.
careful.
It's one of the leading causes of death, oddly enough.
Doritos overdoses, man, they'll get you. But I tell you what won't get you is paying for SMW Super Mega Ultra Premium. And actually, we had someone in chat comment on the SMW OnlyFans. I'm not really supposed to talk about this, but on the low, if you pay for SMW Super Mega Ultra Premium, well, we'll get you on that SMW OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm talking.
Is it pictures of Wendy's feet coming out of the pipe?
Yep, I'm talking tasteful Ludwig and some One Pieces. It just doesn't get better than that. And also just personalized content. Like you'll see Morton Koopa's personalized opera singing. I tell you, there's nothing to bring a tear to my eye quite like that. Even losing a run to the Morton boss fight doesn't bring a tear to my eye quite like hearing that man sing. So if you want to get that, it's going to be minimum payments of 1,200 Bitcoin a month. And, if you want to, again, this is supposed to stay on the down low, but if you want to get premium access to that SMW OnlyFans, just pay me specifically, Jayco98, like 1,800 a day, and I'll get you, fam. I got you. So anyway, as I'm talking about
How have
that,
we not started a crypto coin yet? Call them Yoshi coins or something, We'll just pay
Yabi
the
coin.
winners of tournaments in our own proprietary crypto coin.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we
The
haven't.
Dragon coin. You can stick it in your lunar wallet. Man, that'd be perfect. Someone get the Winklevoss twins on the phone.
Bruh. All right, so we are done with Butterbridge 1. Ah, man, I was so busy talking about SMW Super Mega Ultra Premium, I wasn't able to talk about Butterbridge 1, the best level. I mean, both those guys went through it without making a mistake, which is honestly pretty impressive. Like, it's more impressive than anything else they've done this tournament, and honestly, anything else we'll see this tournament, just in general. Making it through Butterbridge 1 without even taking a hail of damage, because that's just like the hardest level of all time. And it's also the best level, so pretty impressive, either way. Matthew not having a Fire Flower, that is going to be easy time for Mingura to make up as long as he doesn't get hit. We'll see what his strat room 2 is. Matthew opted to play it safe and not go for the fast cape movement. He's probably used to switching to Fire Flower there like me. And unlike I did in my race versus BRT and all switches, he actually didn't mess it up and die. So, we'll see what Mingura goes for though.
Oh, that was a tight jump for Matthew there, getting that cycle skip on Ludwig.
Very nice room 2 from Mingura. He makes it through. Cape cancels in the first Podobo, then barely jumps into the second one. And then he does a really slow flight. And he wasn't going to make it in time to be able to keep P-Speed. in time, like going into that third Podobo. So he sped up just enough, like to get full flight speed. But he was like at a proper position that he was going to make it through the rest of the way. So a pretty good Ludwig from Mingura, and he actually holds on to his Fire Flower, which is huge, saving a lot of time over Matthew, even though Matthew did get the cycle skip. And now they're heading into the forest of dead runs, where we will see not one, but 2 Yoshi clips. And yeah, it's going to be a mess. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited. As Mingora honestly unnecessarily just kind of sends the castle plummeting there into the mountains in the background. Honestly, kind of brutal. I mean, sure, Ludwig's kind of a bad guy. I mean, he shoots fireballs at you when he jumps on you and stuff, and he spins around in a shell. Like, what a jerk. But at the same time, I mean, all those Koopa workers inside room 3 there, and the Potobos, they don't even get benefits, bro. And you're just gonna send their home, the place where they've been working for 17 years, just in the mountains in the background like that? That's really, really just, like, horrible. I can't believe. We're gonna have to talk to Mingora about that. I'm gonna have to call the ASPCA after this. Mingora just tossing.
Oh!
He
Okay.
almost died, dude. And I don't know why he got rid of his Fire Flower there. I really can't see a purpose for that. It's like...
Bro, I think he was flipping
grabbing a
out and
cape
hitting
midway.
start and shit and just like accidentally hit select maybe. That looked like a panic moment.
Both these players taking advantage of the fact that after you beat Special World, a bunch of the Koopas, Matthew hitting first try FOI 2 clip,
Very
that's
nice.
huge. But both these players taking advantage of the fact that after you beat Special World, all the shells like change sprites into these weird looking dudes for some reason. But a lot of the shells actually change colors. So like normally that would be a red shell at the halfway point, but it turns into a blue shell, so you're actually able to grab it and fly through with it, which is pretty awesome. But Matthew is going for the secret exit first because that's the route you do in this. This is honestly like one of the most confusing parts of the run route-wise.
Managing
Like,
where your Yoshi is essentially.
yeah, pretty much, and making sure you don't do any unnecessary overworld movements. Okay, so Mingura ditching the first clip after one try and just going for easy clip. Can't say I blame him because he does have to do 2 of those. So maybe he's just trying to save his sub-pixel luck for the second time around. Yet again, no Yump. So we're actually 0 for 4 Yumps so far, which is really disappointing. Hopefully Mingura is able to get his going. Otherwise, this is just going to be one of the saddest 96 races of all time. The only way to make up for it, really, is to get another 96 race, which I don't think any of us want. So hopefully Mingura gets this Yump. I mean, I really hope.
So Mingura's going for that easy clip here. If you're a runner and you can't do Yoshi clip, check out how easy that was. It's free every time. Just go for it.
Yep, and to that same end, if you're a runner and you can't do easy clip, you probably should get your hand and also your brain checked. But never mind, we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, Matthew flying through FOI1. It's pretty lit right now. But he is going for the secret exit.
You know, there's some ultra spicy wings you can get out of that key.
Another runner going for it. I don't know, how much does it save? It saves like 7, right?
I mean, if you're talking the pea balloon one, yeah. I'm talking about some ultra spicy wings by duping the key block into wings.
Oh yeah, and
It exists.
No Yump. Yeah, I think I heard of that, but I don't remember like what it looks like.
It's
And
just dumb. It's a bad strat.
Imagine only saves like an extra second, if anything, just from not having to go this far in the level. Matthew going through the secret exit of that's the normal exit. One of the coolest levels in this game. The Forest Ghost House is just so cool. There's actually a really complicated, but it saves a lot of time. A clip you can do if you have a Fire Flower, you get hit with P speed, and then you switch into the cape at like the exact perfect frame. You're actually able to clip through that part, and you avoid like half of the level. So it saves a lot of time, but it's pretty much impossible to get. It's like barely RTA viable. Like people will try their races and stuff, but not an actual PB attempts. And as I'm saying that, Matthew getting the second clip first try.
2 for 2.
With Mingura having gone for easy clip the second time, the only thing, like at best, he's just losing time for that clip versus Matthew. But if he doesn't
Whoa! I like the way he got over those 2 boos, actually. Maybe there is something to learn here, huh?
I mean, I'm learning stuff all the time. I haven't even done half of these exits in a run, so my world has changed right now.
Alright, so now they're going to do Force of Illusion 3 to loop back around deeper into the forest and take care of some levels that are off to the left.
And Mingura once again going for the second. Oh, but he swims too early. You got to go back to that Yoshi, bud. You can actually kill that. Oh, he's not even trying for it. You could actually kill that urchin with that block, bro. Or can you? No, yeah, you can.
Mingura's going to have to swim this whole way. That is not good.
This is looking like me up until about 7 months ago in No Star World, and also all castles. As Matthew's gonna actually now he's gonna go for the normal exit. I forgot you do the secret exit first in this category because I'm used to seeing 95 and like learning the route for doing that category.
Mingura taking extra time there to get rid of that fish that we all see gives damage to everyone who swims down there.
That is one of the worst fish in the game for sure.
He's a
right up there with
sniper,
the.
dude.
He's right up there with the fish, right by the blocks, and done a secret one that if you don't have a fire flower or a cape, like if you're going in that small, you have to wait him out, and sometimes you just get pranked by him because he doesn't swim fast enough. I have lost a lot of 11 no cape and also all castles no cape runs to that fish, so he's up there for sure. Matthew is like an entire 2 levels ahead of Mingora right now. I mean, he just saved so much time by getting those instant clips. He was already ahead a good bit, but he got first try clip both times. Mingora went for easy clip the first time and no clip at all the second time. So obviously, Matthew's lead is just expanded. As we're heading into the end game, I mean, we'll see if he's able to hold this lead or if Mingura is able to mount a comeback. I don't think we've seen any sort of major comeback in the 96 races so far, but it would be interesting to see. I mean, as a lot of people can tell you, the finals last year between Maiba and Louis, Game 3, had the most insane comeback by Maiba. He was behind after like in midway third split. He was already behind, and the lead got up to like a minute ahead at some point, like up until the very last split, like up until like VD Vob 4 or Larry's Castle, and Maiba made it back and barely won. Like it was insane. So you can see stuff like that. I mean, we'll see what happens, but Matthew looks very comfortable right now. He doesn't seem to be messing that much up. Like, this entire Roy split has been really solid from him.
Ooh, almost didn't make that platform for Matthew doing a spin jump or spin fly to that. Whoa! Things just got hairy there on that side.
He's got to watch it on this Resner. If he loses a cape and then dies, that'll be a big time loss. This is one of the longest levels in the run.
Ooh.
Yeah, play it safe. Please play it safe. Do not die. I don't want to.
You got the lead to play with, man. There you go.
Epic duck jump to finish it out. 189. So yeah, that's like if he died there, that he probably would have lost like a minute and a half. So definitely good that he didn't. Maybe not a minute and a half. Like
Wow.
a minute 10.
He avoided like 5 deaths in that. There's a lot of iframes saved them a lot.
I mean, That's why I think Forest Fortress is honestly one of the worst levels in the game because I mean, there's an auto-scroller room 1, a really hard room 2, and there's no midway. And then you have to deal with Resner at the end. Like, who thought that that was fair at all? It's crap. Anyway, now he's flying through FOI 4. I always lose track because there's so many levels in this part of the game. Now Matthew's gonna be going for the secret exit FOI 3. Hopefully nothing bad happens. You do occasionally sometimes see someone clip into death at the end there in the pipe where you're supposed to go in to get to the secret exit. But hopefully that doesn't happen. As long as you don't like take the angle too aggressively, it's not gonna be a problem.
Oof, Mingura seemed super unsure about his strats in that room, and it just scared the daylights out of me. Didn't take any damage though.
Okay, he like
That was a
barely
risky hit. That platform could have disappeared underneath him. He didn't give himself much wiggle room.
Alright, so Matthew's really got to hit this Royfly or else he's going to be eating a lot of time loss. We've definitely seen some Royfly deaths so far. He makes it through, no problem. You love to see it. Hopefully the same thing goes for Mingura, because that would honestly just add insult to the injury, and probably seal the deal on this, if he messes up Royfly. Oh, but he does lose the cape there, so he's going to be... Well, he can get a cape there. Potobos do sometimes despawn at the end there. And it's a weird level. It's not very well designed. That's why on my SMW No Cape No Star World levels tier list, I actually ranked it right at the bottom.
You ranked Roy at the bottom?
In No Cape, yeah. Dude, it sucks. You're running on the
Ooh.
block snake for half of it.
I
and
mean, the
other
block
half...
snake does make it pretty bad, but so much of the rest of it is great.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I never really get there with 2 fire flowers, so I'm not able to do the transition. But even that sucks, because if you mess it up, you're just losing even more time than just doing the single single mushroom strat. And I don't know, I do it based on like my frustration and runs, so like that and more at the bottom because they're so long and boring, and they're also really easy to mess up and lose runs too, and I do all the time. Is that gonna work for Matthew?
That's a nice. Wow. I like it. I mean, yeah, there's no reason why it wouldn't have worked. You don't see that often, landing on the pipe and then doing a small jump off of it to get it. Going for that backup kid. Mingura, what you got? Okay.
Nice.
All right.
It's just I didn't think he was gonna be able to get pack Peace Beat in time to like actually get the fly out.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. I don't know, that was interesting.
Wow, Mingura almost got hit. Almost got his flight messed up by that.
That block will get in the way, man.
But also, he like almost flew right into that one of those Bowser statue lasers at the top there. I don't know if you saw that, but he was like 10 pixels away from it.
Little ghost shot if it gets a shot off before the P-switch allows it to drop down.
Nice fly, room 1 from Matthew. Weird strat. We'll see what his strat is here. He's probably just gonna wait for the boo snake. Yeah.
That's that. Oops, excuse me, strat.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Just wait for them to get out of the way.
Decent run 1 from MGL. The main thing you really want to worry about there, like at least at this level, not the top level. It's just making sure you don't wake up that Yoshi block, because otherwise you're losing like a second and a half. Just because you messed up. Because you don't need Yoshi there. You get Yoshi much later in the split. In this run, anyway. Mingura opting for a normal fly. He's already got a backup cape, so he doesn't have to go for the spring. So he'll actually save a good bit of time over MGL in that sense. Also, just disclaimer: when I say MGL, I'm referring to Matthew, because I always think of him as Matthew Gaming Live, aka MGL. But his name is also Matthew. Choco Secret Room 1 actually being pretty nice to Matthew. He's getting out of there with a 280, which is pretty good. It'll definitely mess you up a lot in certain situations, so it's good to see him actually get it and not get pranked too hard by the Chucks.
Oof, Mingura taking some damage by the door. See if he can hold on to this cape before he reaches the door.
I like that strat. Scroll the screen back, so you can hold right on that spin fly. Very safe. Mingura actually going for Yoshi here. I don't really get it. I guess we'll see what his plan is. Maybe he just does it with Yoshi because he's more comfortable in Chocolate Secret. I would understand that. I mean, Chocolate Secret, like, with Kate makes a lot more sense when you got a Yoshi. For some reason. I don't know. Looks like we're not going to see a pipe fly from Matthew, which is fine. It doesn't really save that much time. The main thing there is you got to make sure you don't enter at 250, because otherwise you got to do this whole level again. So thankfully that did not happen.
Yeah, that pipe is timed.
Here, you got to go in that pipe at 249 or earlier. I mean, 249 or lower. If you go above 249, you are getting a different room, and you're getting the secret exit, my friend. Got some more tap left action going on, so if you guys want to post your tap lefts in chat, you can go for that. Oh, whoa, 14! We actually are getting dangerously close to the bonus game. People.
We're only...
I'm hoping for
how many are we away?
15.
We've seen a lot of 15s already.
Honestly, that would make my day. I would be so happy if you got another 15. Okay, hopefully Mingura does his room right. It doesn't look like it. Or he's not going for the cape room. That's weird. I don't know why he wouldn't go for the cape room. Or maybe he's doing the secret exit again.
Yoshi. Can you time out the last pipe? The pipe in this room too? Yeah, I guess you can. I just don't see people use it.
I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, I don't really know what the benefit to not going for the backup cape is.
He's keeping his Yoshi. He probably just feels more comfortable with it in the later levels.
Oh, he lost an in-game second there. That's honestly a pretty easy in-game second to avoid losing. He probably just lost track of time. No scroll from Matthew in the Choco Fort. Yeah, that's what happens. That's why you scroll us back.
Yeah, Chocolate Ford just eats capes, man. Look, see, this is what this level does.
But he got the backup cape already, thankfully. If he'd hit that
Oh, just
that block
moments.
later, dang. He gets that's honestly the worst thing about these pencils. It's not just the fact that they can poke you and make you lose your power up, but it's also the fact they kill your momentum if you drag on the edge of them. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'm going to just screw my FP speed. Everything's totally fine. And it's like, nope, I rubbed on a pencil that shouldn't even exist for whatever reason, and now I have no P speed, and I didn't even react to it, and now I'm dead. Or I lost my cape. It's like, that's what happens, man. So that's just another reason why this level and Larry's Castle Room 2 when we get there. So scary. But he's making it through. Not that slow, honestly. A lot better than I would do. I have no idea how he didn't get hit by that fireball.
Jesus, right? Very nice.
Yeah, pretty decent. I imagine for this level 207, it's pretty good for Choco Fort, all things considered. I don't know like what a really good time is, but like making it through there with at least one cape, that's the goal.
All right, and we're hitting about 8:30 where I am, so I need to be getting off to some previous engagements that I've had. So I'm gonna be leaving y'all in his hands here. I'm gonna be
And
honest. I'm probably gonna be watching this race on my phone. I'm gonna just ignore what I'm supposed to be doing. But you know, that's the SMW life. That's
pretty much, I mean, I was watching these races while in class or whatever, so you know, you gotta do what you gotta do,
you
man.
gotta do it. You know, you gotta do it.
But yeah, I'm not gonna speak as to the responsibility of leaving a race in my hands, especially when there's a potential of another 96 exit. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and I'm not gonna stand in the way of that. So thank you for taking the time to go commentate with me, my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, and I will see y'all for the next races. Good luck to the runners.
Thank you once again. All right, so now Mingura testing his hand at Choco Fort. Hopefully, he holds on to the escape at least enough to get a backup one here. It looks like he's fine. All right, so he's having a bit of a better Choco Fort than Matthew was, which is good. Because Matthew's going through what's that level? Choco 5. He is desperately trying to avoid that gold tape. Oh man. He heard what we said. He really did not want to get that bonus game. And he avoided it. Oh no! Mingura falls in the pit. That's not good. But thankfully he's got the midway. Matthew waiting to enter the level. Maybe he was trying to check the stream or something. Oh, that's the thing about Cape Crusher skip. Thing is, you have to have a flight speed of 50 or 51 when you go through that part. Otherwise, you're not gonna be fast enough, and you're gonna get owned by that Crusher. And that's what happened there. So you know, that's just kind of what happens. I don't know if he's gonna try for it again. I honestly wouldn't. Yeah, he's playing it safe. You want to hold on to that other cape if you can, because there's no cape until the end of Room 2. And if you don't know the no cape Room 2 cycle skip, like you're gonna get pranked. So he's just playing it safe here. I don't blame him at all. Slides in Room 2 like a young Pete Townsend. You love to see it. Oh, but he messes up his movement and yeah, just wait there, please. Don't lose that cape. Don't die. Good job. Man, honestly, I'm just realizing now that the cape runners are actually kind of privileged. I mean, they're just able, if they miss a cycle, they can just like, if they miss a jump needed to make a faster cycle, they can just hold B and just float their way to making the cycle anyway. And us cape runners, we have to do some insane duck jump or we're gonna miss it, and we could potentially die if we don't. But you know, granted, these guys are doing a much longer category than I ever do. I think he tried to go for the wall clip, but he failed. Not a big deal. Oh, right, I'm an idiot. Yeah, because he wasn't on the ground. So we did get the wall clip. All right, let's get some pogs in the chat for Matthew getting the wall clip. He's honestly showing off some pretty cool swag in this run. which you love to see, especially with the fact that he's done it all and still been ahead. But Matthew, I'm gonna need you to show me that bonus game, or else I don't know. It's just not good enough content. Mingura almost getting crushed by the Crusher. He like was just barely in a proper position to not get crushed there. So dang. Playing it safe on these little Crushers here. Matthew, I'm assuming he did the double get hit off Yoshi to get the Boomerang despawn here. We'll see what his Boo Club positioning looks like. He's swimming through. Oh, but he gets hit. Yep, forward scroll. But he still doesn't get the despawn. Honestly, pretty unfortunate. I think he's just gonna wait here. Makes the most sense. As Mingura just needs to hit Wendy on the head 3 times. And he will have beaten the 6th castle. Get ready, everyone. Orb. I did not know you could do that. You can still duck with Yoshi. He's got his tongue out. Dang, this guy is just showing off all the swag. So right now Matthew is a whole sunken ghost ship ahead of Mingura about. So that's like 2 minutes. 2 minutes 10. It's a pretty sizable lead. But there's still some stuff that could go wrong. I mean, if Matthew dies at the end of Sandbar twice, also if he loses Yoshi, it's probably not going to happen at this stage. Oh, but he loses his cape. Oh, you gotta run back, get that Yoshi, bud. You... Okay. The important part is, in that level, if that mole, like, goes in that hole, if you don't kill that mole and Yoshi goes in that hole, and the mole goes in the hole, I just said a lot of things around the hole and mole, but basically you lose the Yoshi in there and there's no way you can get him back. I think maybe if you go like to the other part of the level so the mole despawns, because Yoshi always stays, Yoshi never despawns off the screen. But yeah, I've definitely lost some all castles runs by losing Yoshi in that pit. Mingura taking his time in the sunken ghost ship. Alright. Oh no! Oh no! I feel so bad for Mingura. That's not what I wanted to see happen. He went in the pipe right before Yoshi. Right before he would have gotten on Yoshi. So, he missed Yoshi and now he's got on Yoshi. I hate to say it, folks, but that's probably going to seal the deal for this race. I really don't think Mingura can come back at this point. I'm just being realistic. Which is too bad. But, you know, if I'm Mingura, I'm just thinking about maybe finishing the race. Maybe just wait until MGL does and then forfeit. But the thing is, I'll probably try to finish the race to get his mindset back. Orb. And then, you know, see how he can rebuild in the next game. Okay, I have never seen the Boo Snake be in that position, so I don't know if that was what he was thinking or if that's his normal movement there. But either way, that was just weird. I don't know. No sexy slide, at least not the first time. Oh yeah, the time loss isn't as bad for losing Yoshi there. But still, it's like 45 seconds. Ooh, second time sexy slide. Very nice. Okay, Matthew doing Larry early? Really weird. I don't think he meant to do that. Maybe that's all castles, He gets hit there. It's not good. Maybe that's all castles muscle memory. Automatically going to Larry after being the Valley Ghost House. We'll see how his room 2 is, though. This is earlier than I thought we were going to see this level. Like, as you can see, there are pencils here. That's a really hard part. Like, normally you have to do a back scroll to be able to go through that without waiting too long. But it's just kind of weird. It's a really hard level. Because, again, these pencils, they just stop your momentum. And if you get hit, you're losing your cape. Getting the backup cape. There. Wow, Mingura with a really... Never mind, that was a 353, not a 363. Oh, is Matthew gonna get that cape? Oh, yeah, he misses the cape by like 2 frames. What the heck? That's so unfortunate. Well, thankfully he's just doing the Valley Ghost House, so he doesn't really have to worry about that cape too much. But still, like, you're gonna need to get that cape back for Vob 3 and Vob 4. So the scary thing about Larry at the end there is if you jump too soon before that door, you will get a door fly going into Larry, and you're most likely gonna die if you don't react to it. Well, if you don't react to it, you're gonna die. Because basically what happens is, in this game, before entering a pipe or a door, if you take off for a flight within 84 frames, like, if you jump again out of that door or pipe that you jumped into with P speed, or like with a flight having been activated that soon before, you will fly out of that door, which can happen a lot of times. Oh, awesome sexy slide from Mingura. That was a really tight ghost house from him. Okay, actually, hold on a sec. We gotta pay attention to this race. Mingura just snatched the lead from Matthew just like that. Well, Matthew does have Larry beaten. But still, I mean, he's gonna take a lot of time to get back on this, get back in the overworld. But all of a sudden, the race is a lot closer than I thought it was. You messed up the door fly. See, there is a time where you do a door fly. Like I said, door fly can save time some places, but other places you don't want to fly out of a door, or else, like, because you can't control it if you fly out of the Larry door. So yeah, if you don't react to it, you're dead. But thankfully he didn't do that. Like, normally people just kill their momentum or they'll duck jump into that. Mingura taking his time in Vob 3. This is a really weird level. You just kind of fly through with a Yoshi, the blue Yoshi. Matthew also taking his time. Wow, with the mid-air regrab, that is not easy to do. Normally the shell will fall way faster than you will with Yoshi. So I honestly thought he was gonna die there, but that was sick. Now they're going into a lot of people's favorite level in this game, Vob 4. It's just it's a lot of really tight movement with the cape and Yoshi, and you got to deal with these jerk chucks just tossing rocks. Like, who does that, dude? Come on, it's not high school anymore. It's not cool to just do things because you think you're cool and you're a cool football players on the varsity team. Like, we get it, man. You don't gotta keep bragging. You don't gotta show up at my birthday party 10 years later and act like everything's cool, even though you basically traumatized me. Anyway, totally not personal stories aside. Getting back into the race here. They're both on Fob 4. Matthew is still ahead because Matthew did already do Larry. But again, I mean, if he dies once or twice, I mean, and Mingura has a really tight Larry. Just like that, the week could be his. This is the one exit in the game that you need a Yoshi for, no question, because yeah, you can't I mean, you just can't grab that key needed for the secret exit without getting without having a Yoshi. Get another Yoshi, interesting. I'm not really sure you need it at this point, but you know, I'm not the guy running, I'm just the one commentating, so what do I really know? These are honestly pretty clean Vop 4s from both. A little bit of flubs here and there, but you'd expect that from this skill level. Yeah, he gets rid of the Yoshi, but he doesn't need it at this point. It's just really good that it didn't happen on the secret exit attempt. Pretty good ending for Matthew. So Matthew, already having done Larry's Castle, was able to skip that and just go right into VOP 2, everyone's favorite cycle-based level. We'll see if we're able to see... and instantly just flies headfirst right into a Koopa. Unfortunate, but not a big deal. Or maybe he wanted to do that so he could get this backup cape. That way he can go for Sandbar. As Mingura's Larry Fly is a success. He wants to get the midway. And he does avoid the mushroom, which is huge. Probably just doesn't trust he's going to make it through here without dying. Alright, and Matthew, it looks like he's going to attempt Sandbar. See if he's able to get it. Nope. It's not a big deal. It's just 13 seconds that he doesn't really need to save, but it would have been sick. We'll see if Mingura even goes for it. It would be cool. Mingura's Larry kill. He's waiting the extra cycle. That's the Jaco strat. Oh, shoot. Wait the extra cycle because you're too afraid to actually push it. Unlike Matthew, he actually gets the cape back. Thing is, this is not over by any means. I mean, you still got the Valley Fortress, which is one of the scariest levels in the run. I mean, if he dies on the Resner fight, or to one of the Crushers, like, just like that, this could be right back to even. Although, Matthew is a whole VOP 2 ahead, so it might take more than one death. It might take 2 deaths, but either way, it's not over. This is honestly a lot closer than I thought it would be heading into this, the Valley of Bowser. As I'm talking about it, Matthew's going for Bob Fort now. We'll see what happens. Oh, he gets cape canceled. Yeah, I mean, if I knew I was gonna miss a cycle there, which I don't think he did, I don't think he was expecting it, I would have just gone for the for that green switch. What's it called? Cape. Mingura going for a really slow room 1, but it was faster than Matthews was. Going for a bit of a safer piece strat here. Wow, that was scary, bud. I'm just really waiting out that. Oh, and he gets killed. Like I said, that's really unfortunate. I mean, I shouldn't sound excited, but I don't know. I want this to be a little closer than it is right now. Okay, I guess maybe Mingura went for Sandbar and died. Or he probably died at the end of this room, maybe. Matthew making it through no death this time. We'll see how this Resner goes. Valley Resner is notorious for being really aggressive. Oh, and he's just waiting it out. It looks like Mingura scrolled forward. Mingura has some of the most interesting scroll choices that I've seen. He scrolls in levels that I've never really seen it before. Gotta be honest, I kind of respect it. Going against the grain a little bit. He almost died once again. So yeah, this looking like this might be a wrap, but if Matthew loses Kate, maybe dies, it could still be close. Almost got the clean dark room movement, which is honestly pretty rare to see, let alone with someone of this skill level. Like, I'd never get that. So now Matthew is just one ball skip away from sealing the deal in this first match. So Mingura lost his cape. He's gonna have to do this no cape. Not that big of a deal. He'll just take it slow a bit. You mainly just don't want to die here. And if you're Matthew, you're just focused on trying to get these cape kill hits. Getting that backup shroom. Gotta respect it. Oh, and just like that, the dry bone says, "I don't see you." Just kidding, I do. Just turns right around and stabs him in the back, honestly. Pretty rude of him. Matthew, successful ball skip. Now he's just 3 hits away. Mingura, don't die, please. Okay. Makes it through, no death. Really don't know what that was. He almost got hit there. Yowza. Okay, he's getting hit there. Just please take your time and don't die. Whew. Gets through. No death. Mingura, first try Vob for it. Or might have been second try. By the way, Matthew. He's just 2 hits away. Now he's 1 hit away. Does the old movement there. Oh, and did I? Oh no, that's actually really bad. I can't believe it. Oh man. What to say? Oh, that actually, like, that sucks at a level I don't think any of you realize. Because I've been in that exact position. I have died on literally the exact last hit there. Oh no, Matthew. Oh, I feel so bad for, like, wanting that to happen. So this race could be closer. Because I didn't want it to happen like that. Because, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that has happened to me numerous times. And if you had told me that that had happened to me at the end of a race where I was leading for most of the race, at the very end of a 96 exit race, oh my, I honestly could not tell you how mad and resentful and sad I would be. I mean, we'll see what happens. Hopefully these guys both get the ball skip. Oh no, it honestly looked like he messed up the cape kill hit on the last hit, and then he was trying to get a faster kill instead of going for that mushroom. If he had gone for that mushroom, that wasn't gonna happen, and then he like ran in instead of running out. And because, dude, Bowser's patterns at like the end there, they're so scary. Oh, okay, that might be it. Matthew just has to not die here until he'll take this still. And Mingura does get the second hit. But actually, that was just the first hit, so yeah. It's looking like Matthew's gonna take this. That made it way closer than it needed to be. So if I'm Matthew, I'm thankful that Mingora messed that up there, because otherwise this would have been really rough. Gets that hit. Please just take your time on this last hit, Matthew. I don't want you to lose this race. I just don't want you to lose this race, let alone because of that. And he gets it. GG's. Honestly, props to him for throwing for content for a second there and to make this a lot closer. Okay. That, obviously, that hurts. I mean, that instant reset, you could tell he's not happy about that. I can't imagine why he would be. But he resets it right away. Shows he got 96 there. GG's to Mingora. 17-second difference on the first race. Wow. I mean, again, it just shouldn't have been that close. Matthew brought it home, though. This category is brutal, so to get a win, doesn't matter in what fashion, it's honestly huge. Especially game 1. So if you're Matthew, I'd feel pretty good about yourself right now. But like, again, you've got another race at least. If you're Mingora, you're focusing on, okay, you're probably hoping it's a shorter category, because after what happened, I mean, I think Matthew still got the momentum because he did win at the end of the day. But again, he might not know he won at the time. Mingora said he PB'd, which is awesome. Congrats to Mingora on the PB. You love to see PBs. GG Zumar for being in the race room. So race 1 does go to Matthew, which is awesome. Honestly, it would have been content, but it would have been absolutely heartbreaking to see the race end like that. To see Mingura take it because Matthew died on literally the very last hit, just because he ran into the pond car. Like, I mean, say what you want about that looking like not right, or maybe like he meant to do it, but that's just something that happens, especially when you're nervous. And there's nothing that sucks more than it. So I'm happy he still closed it out. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, okay, yeah, I want to apologize to everyone. I had to take a step out. I didn't realize we were doing the wheel already. Yeah, go ahead and spin the wheel. So if you're me, you're really hoping for a no Star World, so you don't have to commentate another 96 exit. Right now, we'll see. And the universe hates me and everyone else. Rip. Well, we're gonna be here for a while, ladies and gents. So yeah, according to the race room, Matthew's taking a few minutes to breathe. I can't really blame him, especially knowing that he's got to do another 96 race. Like, no, thank you. I would be like, can you give me like an entire 2 days to rest up again, prepare for this? This is rough. So we've got some insight from Matthew in the chat. This is his 7th race at Tourney and 5th 96. I can't imagine the worst thing to have happened in this game. No thanks. So anyway, good luck to both of these runners. Hopefully we able to see some good gameplay, and hopefully I won't hopefully I am able to be entertaining commentator throughout, and I don't just feel like bored at any point. Anyway, I think this should be a good race either way. Get buckled in, get a bowl of popcorn or something, because we're gonna be here for a little minute. If I'm not mistaken, Matthew plays on console. I know Mingura uses SNES 9X. Matthew, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you're playing on console. And yeah, console is just kind of more like blocky colors, whereas console is brighter and just weirder looking. Alright, so I'm correct. Okay. Race 2, also 96 exit. Like I said, hopefully we just get a good race, so we're not here for as long. Hopefully both of these guys get a sub 130. That's like best case scenario. Which would require less flubs, than last time. I mean, at the end of the day, Matthew had like an okay beginning, kind of a rough middle game. His late middle game was good, but his like end game was kind of sus. Like he lost a lot of time in places he shouldn't have. So he's definitely capable of a low 130 or even sub 130. And I don't know about Mingora. I mean, that was a PB for him. But who knows what else he could pull out. I mean, he definitely looked a lot more nervous at points where Matthew looked like he was just flubbing up the harder stuff he was going for. So we'll see what happens. And we're underway, ladies and gentlemen. The race is starting. They're both in the opening cutscene. Again, no discos. After a while, you learn not to expect these kind of things. I mean, it is like a one-frame trick, so I don't really expect it. But I kind of do at the same time. Anyway, we'll see what their World 1 strats look like this time. Probably the same. I just want to say while we're starting, huge shout out to Umar for not only restreaming but also serving as the ref for these games so far. You're doing a service that wasn't really required of you, but we appreciate it nonetheless. Obviously, Matthew, one of the racers here, he's generally a restreamer. He restreams almost all the matches in amazing quality. So props to him as well. At the end of the day, these events wouldn't be possible without people like taking the time to restream this stuff. Taking the time out of their day to make sure that these matches are available on the channel for everyone to enjoy, and also the refs for making sure that the races run properly. And if you want to thank me, the commentator, for providing awesome color commentary on these races, I wouldn't necessarily say no to that. But at the end of the day, my job is a lot easier than theirs. So make sure to thank everyone who's involved in this, because these events are awesome, and it's awesome that we have people, even when sometimes SMW might see low points where people aren't as active. The fact that there's still a lot of people who are interested in making these events happen behind the scenes, it's pretty awesome to see. So, yeah, thanks to all who have taken the time to, restream, be a ref, commentate, whatever it is. Even just watch you in the chat. Thanks to you guys as well. For providing awesome questions, good other commentary, insights that maybe we may have missed. It's appreciated. And of course, the players for entering, because without the people playing, we'd have nothing to commentate or restream. So, shout outs to everyone. Yes, shout outs to Mingura as well, because he's done a bunch of restreams. He restreamed my last 2 matches on the Super Mario World Latin American channel, or the Super Mario World Latam. And he's also done commentary at the same time for those matches, so, props to him for that. And also, Ricky, I believe, has done a bunch of restreams on the Japanese channel. So, thanks to him as well, carrying over the Japanese viewers. Anyway, they're both going on the Iggy now, so, you can see firepower from both, like we did in the first race. It's what you like to see. And they both finish out. Matthew getting the 240, Mingura getting the 239. It's pretty negligible. Although Mingura, it looked like he was like a second coming out. I don't know if it's his emulator or like, I'm pretty sure he's playing on the Japanese ROM, so he wouldn't have to mash out of the opening cutscene. Maybe he just lost time because of his timer or something, but he was already a second behind coming out of the opening cutscene, and he lost another second on that level. So, but the lead out of World 1 in the 96 exit race at this level matters so little. It's probably smaller than the amount of skill level I have in this game. And Matthew, he lost his P-speed. If you turn back too quickly, like, you have to be holding forward or whatever direction you're running in when you jump, or else you're not going to carry over your P-speed, and you lose P-speed like you did there. And, yeah, it's just one of those little details that they don't really tell you about in the player's guide. You buy it from Prima or Nintendo Power, and they'll be like, make sure to check the overworld to see if there's a secret exit in the level, but they don't tell you about P-speed maintenance, and then if you jump, like, while pressing the other direction, you lose your P-speed. They don't tell you about that. That's why you got me. Anyway, now they're heading into DP2. One of 3 or 2 full auto-scrollers in the run. So it just so happens that I'm an idiot, and I said that Mingura not going for the cape in DP1 was going to lose him time in DP2, but then I remember this is that he gets a cape anyway, so you don't actually lose any time. So I'm just a big freaking dummy. Not much more to say than that, really. I just figured I'd comment on it now. Yeah, shoutouts to P-speed maintenance. It's honestly a really cool mechanic, and it's annoying to have to deal with it sometimes, but it's pretty dope, man. So they're just heading through some awesome auto-scrollers. Not much to say. Bats coming from the ceiling. We'll have to see if those are the same bats that supposedly created the COVID virus. That would honestly be pretty cringe, and it would make me hate this level more than I already do. So let's just hope that they're not the same bats that were in the soup. Anyway. Although I know it's a pretty heated discussion. So I'm actually just going to completely change the subject. Anyway, they're going to Green Switch Palace. First Yump attempts. Let's go. Nump. Nump. 0 for 2. Man, these guys. I don't understand. If you can't hit a 1-frame trick that doesn't save any time, why are you running the game? Not much more to say than that. They're going back into DP2 for some more auto-scroller action. I'm excited, man. Can't wait to see the screen scroll forward at approximately 10 subpixels per second. Oh man. It's lit, fam. Speaking of lit, Mingura dropping the shell through the level. That is awesome. Speaking of lit, make sure that you don't get lit before driving. Don't drink and drive, ladies and gents. It is not a good idea. I'm not gonna say trust me, because the fact is that I've never done it, and I never will. And you shouldn't either. So please, if you need to get home safe, like, make sure you get home safe. If you're having drinks or whatever, just make sure you have someone to take you home. Or you take a lift or something. Don't drive, don't get behind the wheel, because it's not worth it. So now we're getting back to the match. I don't know if these guys are, like, trying to act like they know how to do the P... it looked like Matthew almost got it, but he didn't preserve his flight meter properly. Another interesting thing about flight in this game, I mentioned the whole door fly mechanic, but also if you don't wait the 84 frames or whatever it is after an initial after landing, after a takeoff, actually that's not true. Well, if you don't wait a certain amount of time after landing to take off, you don't get a full takeoff, so you only will jump a little bit, and that's why sometimes you'll see Morton fly fail. And also, if you jump while flying with a cape, and you do a little spin fly, and you land immediately and try to jump again, you get like a half jump. You don't get a full jump. You have to wait like that 84 frames before you jump again. Just these little optimizations, not optimizations, but game knowledge you kind of need to know if you really want to run this category or this game at any sort of level. So we did see Mingura go into the top secret area to get a fire flower last time. He has a fire flower this time, so we'll see if muscle memory is really a problem or if he just goes back. Alright, nice. $283 from Matthew, awesome. I'm not really sure what that strat from Mingura is about. He gets a 282 with it, but I don't know why you jump up the staircase. You can just run and then turn back at the very beginning of the staircase. And as long as you get an instant door entrance and you don't spend any extra time flying, you're gonna get a 283 every time. Well, as long as you didn't miss the door the first time also. Got some tap left action going on. Oh, got some other action going on. Mingura, I don't know, he lost his flight somehow, flew into some Koopas, but he did a little shoot a shell, maintain your flight, start flying. That's pretty cool. But he's definitely gonna lose some time. This is about 4 seconds. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Again, it's so early. We'll see if he likes to do wings this time. Maybe he said, you know, I lost a lot of time compared to Matthew in a lot of ways. Maybe I should just go for the wings and see what happens. I'm not sure if that's what you do. His back's kind of against the wall here because this is game 2. If he loses this, he's out. If he wins this, he still has to win another match, but it would definitely help for momentum. Oh, Matthew getting the bonus moon and sliding off the cloud. That's the thing you gotta worry about in this level, man. Because if you fly too low, you're gonna run on the Paragoombas. But if you fly too high, you're gonna be flying on those clouds, man. Well, if you fly too high, you run on the Paragoombas. If you fly too low, you run on the Paragoombas. If you fly like just a little bit too high, you run on the clouds. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? It's just, Cape is brutal. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. But there are definitely some nuances to it that a lot of people think it's just flying over, but there is a lot more that goes into it than just tapping left over and over again. In some levels. In some levels, you can just fly at the top of the screen, tap left the whole time, and you just win. Chocolate 1, prime example. Oh, like I said, Mingura tried to fly again too soon after landing, and he wasn't able to get flight off. He does get the flight up with the spring though, which is cool. He'll be able to save half a cycle, assuming this is optimal. Nice. Gets a 340 door entrance. That's not too bad. We'll see what the difference in time is coming out of this level. 1146 for Matthew. What's it gonna be for Mingura? Probably 1201. It's gonna be about 15-second difference. It's not too bad. Okay, it's about 14, 15 seconds. Out of the second split, that's totally manageable. No! No! Matthew did the forbidden... He got, like, frame rolled into, like, caping the... Man, we have to have an SMW analyst tell, like, what happened there. But Matthew, he, like... I don't know, he cape canceled into a Buzzy Beetle somehow while he was holding the Buzzy Shell. And then and then as a result, he started flying out, and he was holding forward, so he just dive bombed right into the pit. Oh man, that was actually really unfortunate. That's exactly what Mingura needs, like at this rate. And I don't know what Matthew's confidence with doing the rest of the level normal exit with no cape is. But you know, if I'm Mingura and I'm watching the stream, I'm thinking, okay, how do I make the best of this? And the way you make the best of this is just not messing up anywhere. If I'm Matthew, I really should have gotten the midway there. Oh, when he gets hit, is he just gonna go through it? Gets a mushroom. See what Mangara's VD2 looks like. It's not oh, he doesn't even cape it properly. It's unfortunate. He's probably gonna do the same thing he did last time. Yeah. So yeah, it didn't take more than just the first two levels for both of these runners to instantly lose their capes. And almost their fire flowers, except Mingura still got his. Alright, we'll see if the second jump attempt is good. Matthew with the pro strats. Sending the key down. Nump from Mingura. Tragic. Truly unfortunate. Hang up from Matthew either. Honestly, at this point, you just start to wonder if they're even trying to press B on the right frame. Oh, Mingura getting cape frame rolled. I don't know why you wouldn't just, like, swim under that fish. But I'm not the one playing, I'm just the dude commentating, so... What right do I have to tell him what to do? None, ladies and gents. Let that be a lesson. We'll see how Matthew's ending is. Hopefully it's good. Guess a sticky fly, that's the important part. Wow, Mangura with an optimal duck under those Eries. See if he's able to get an item fly or a spin fly with the P-switch. Hopefully we see an item fly attempt. That'd be cool. Nope, he really just likes to just stop there. See how Matthew's attempt looks? Mingura avoiding losing the cape there. You love to see it. And Matthew. Oh, but he misses the jump off of the block. You gotta hit that jump. Matthew just taking deaths in really unfortunate areas. And losing key capes to hang on to. But it's not the end of the world. He's still within striking distance. He hasn't lost that much time with these deaths because they've been pretty quick at the same time. Yeah. Alright, Mingura's not even going for the raft. He probably sees that he's ahead and is like, I don't need to risk it. We'll see if he's able to hang on to his Yoshi, because that was a big issue for both of these runners. Neither of them are able to hang on to their Yoshi after this level. Matthew almost clipping it again. Honestly, you just need to do another back pump, dude. Alright, Mingura does the proper movement this time. Matthew also electing to wait. Last time he lost his Yoshi trying to go for those raft jumps, so definitely a good idea. Holds on to his Yoshi though. Nice. Oh, Mingura loses his Yoshi. I don't even know what happened. He must have gotten hit by some off-screen bullet bill. Or he just let go of B way too early. Unfortunate. Matthew's able to hold on to this. That'll be a nice little time save. We'll get over Mingura. So we'll see. So, okay, Mingura does that. Does Mingura know that you can just... He must do that on purpose so he doesn't have to let go of the... So you don't have to hold neutral and let go of Y while like jumping on the P-switch. Because otherwise, why would you... You know you can spin jump through the blocks, right? You don't have to worry about Magic Koopa RNG if you do that. It's weird. I don't know. I don't really like that strat. You just do what Matthew does here. And you'll be fine every time. Just kill the Magic Koopa. You don't gotta worry about that flicker again. I guess it's kind of confusing timing. Maybe he's just tossed the P-switch there too many times and he just doesn't want to have to deal with it. He went back an extra time than he needed to, but he got the cycle skip, which is important. Mingura making it through Lemmy without a hitch. Don't like that strat from Matthew. You really run the risk of getting frame rolled there. Please grab that cape. Okay. And he kills Lemmy on the third try. Not bad. Well, it was the fourth hit technically, because he did miss a Lemmy cycle. Not that big a deal. It's like 4 seconds. 4 or 5, depending on what time you hit him at. First CBA exit. Yeah, Matthew's going to be able to save good time over Mingura here because he's going to be able to get the wings, so he doesn't have to deal with the fanfare at the end, and also it's just faster. So you save about like 20 seconds, I want to say, with Yoshi on this level. Or 15. Someone can correct me in chat if I'm wrong. Because I don't know exactly how much it is. But it's a good bit. And he's going to be saving it for sure. Yeah, because you get... Wait, you get a 279 instead of a 260... Or a 274 instead of a 261. And you don't have to deal with the closing fanfare. So yeah, it's a good bit of time. Mingura really likes having a Yoshi there. I don't get why. There is honestly... He could probably save like 15 seconds over the course of this run just by not going for Yoshi in places where you normally go for Yoshi. Yeah, you can't kill that guy, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would make my All Castles No Cape runs a lot easier in some ways. Unless you hit the block under him. But you gotta have P-Speed going in there to really be able to do that. Matthews brought the lead to within 12 seconds. Gets the 3-up moon for the fans. You love to see it. He really could have done that faster. Maybe he just didn't want to have to worry about flying at the end there. I guess I get it. Both swimming through Soda Lake, like one of the worst levels in the game. Yeah, don't really know what else to say here. Mingura's getting out of there with a 218 though. That's not too bad. Let's see what Matthew gets. Oh, he does actually swim back. You can save a good bit of time there if you just like stop for like half a second. There, all those torpedo Teds will shoot backwards instead of forwards, and instead of having to wait like 2 seconds for them to go by, so you can go into the pipe, you just go into the pipe right away. So it saves like a second and a half. It's a pretty good time save. Okay, Mingura actually is opting to go for the backup cape in Star Wars 3 this time. I don't know why he didn't the first race, but yeah, it's all good. He's got it now. Matthew with another 1-up. Nice. So we got some more flyovers in Star World 4 here. Interesting stuff. Very fun. I mean, you can just see here the difference in the brightness between emulator and console. It almost looks like they're playing two different versions. It looks like Mingura's playing Chinese SMW. It's crazy. Or maybe Super Mario Advance 2. Oh yeah, Mingura missed a few crucial cape bumps there. So he just cape cancels through one of the Koopas. Not what you'd love to see if you're Mingura. But if you're Matthew, you're honestly probably pretty okay with that. Although maybe you would have wished it were a death. Perks of early green switch, am I right? Where my early Ghost House 96 runners at? I'm not a 96 runner. But if I were, I'd be an early Ghost House runner. Probably. I don't know. It's faster. Anyway. Yep, I mean, they're fine through Star World 5. Oh, and Mingora hit the ground. You can tell because the tile slowed down a good bit. See if Matthew's able to stay flying the whole time. And he does. That'll be a nice little time save. What are you doing, mate? Well, he saved a second about. In-game second. 2 in-game seconds. Alright, let's see these zips. Let's see how you're looking. Oh, you lost your cape there, mate. You could have just jumped over it. Wow, Matthew is saving like all the time he was behind now. Once again, Mingora going right by that cape and not even going for it. Never mind. Matthew's just... he's really taking a second to go through these blocks. That was a nice zip. But, yeah, it happens. Zips are hard, man. Everyone makes them look so easy, but they're really brutal. Matthew actually did save an in-game second over Mingora, probably just because of that one zip he got that was super clean. Well, the first one and the third one were really good. The second one, he wasted way too much time in there. And he could have actually been ahead of Mingora if the second zip was clean. Oh, gets the glitchy keyhole. You love to see it. Despite that key being nowhere near the keyhole, he still was able to activate it and get the secret exit. He saved like 0.2 seconds with that. I don't know if he was trying to do that, but it was cool. Matthew with the rare 258. He missed the key several times. Interesting to see their different strats there. Matthew is opting to kill those fish with the cape, whereas Mingura is just straight up eating them. I'm not really sure which is worse. I don't know what you're doing there, mate. I think I'm gonna have to call Pete either way, though. I don't know. Katniss just seems like she's busy right now. I like that strat from Matthew. He's doing it on purpose. That was sick. Let's get some PogChamps in the chat, boys, because that was awesome. Matthew is just, he's such a cool guy. Yeah, Mingura, a little PSA. You can just do what Matthew did there. It's not really that scary. But I guess if he likes what he likes and he does what he does, then who am I to stand in the way of that, man? Just like that, Matthew snatches the lead back. And now we're heading in a special. Everyone's favorite world. Other than the Super Mario kind. Okay, Matthew's screen went black for a sec. He just tossed in a quick splice. And they about to get a perfect special world here. He realized he had the wrong tapes in, and he just needed to switch right quick. Gotta say I respect it, although you could have been a bit more discreet about it. Maybe in a loading time, instead of in the middle of a level. There's always improvements to be made everywhere. So I can't really say I blame him. Tubular time, boys. Let's go. Tubular is the best level in the game. It definitely doesn't just suck Major Monkey PP. Okay. Probably shouldn't have said that. Anyway, they're flying through the level. Yup. It's pretty easy. Not really. We'll see if Minga goes a super safe strat this time. Oh, he's going hard. He's going fast. This man has... Oh, he has no fear, and that's what happens when you have no fear. The game needs you to be feared. The level needs you to be feared. Oh, man, you gotta go all the way back for... That sucks. That really hurts to see for Mingura. Because now you gotta go for Blue Yoshi here. You gotta go for a cape somewhere. Well, he's got a backup cape. Still. Whereas Matthew's just making his way through way cool. Like it ain't no thing. Mingura's like, can I please make it through tubular this time? This level's not very tubular. I'm just kind of sad. And that sucks. Yeah, you're not making it back. There's really nothing you can do at that point. It's honestly so much harder than it looks. Okay, I think he's given up on the faster way and he's just trying to do the P-Balloon. I feel like that's not a bad idea. Yeah, it should be that one. Doesn't die. All eyes fixated on Mingura's screen right now because this guy's on an insane pace. No way Mingura or Matthew just tried for GBK. And Mingura unfortunately dying there. Really hate to see it. The NFL is just, they're brutal out here, man. Just kicking footballs anybody's way. Like, what the heck, dude? Who said you could do that? Who gave you the right and the ability? No. I mean, first they're throwing baseballs, then they're throwing footballs. Like, dude, this is not Sports Authority or Dick's Sporting Goods. You can't just throw balls around like it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, poor Mingura. Oh, we get absolutely pranked, you dumb idiot. That's what you get for trying to throw a football at my man Mingura right now. Please get the P-Balloon. Is he gonna fall on it? Oh, he fell on it, but he just fell too fast. He couldn't avoid the flame ball. Honestly, that level sucks. It just... I don't know if it would have been worth it for him to go back and get a cape in it. Well, the thing is, he doesn't have a cape. Can't outrun the baseball. I really hope this isn't where Mingura just, loses his run, but he's losing a lot of time because Matthew's just progressing through special. I mean, he made it through Groovy and Mondo without really any problems at all. Now he's going through Outrageous and Funky 2 flyovers. So honestly, man, it's rough for Mingura out here. I mean, all I can say is hopefully he's keeping his mentality positive. And he's thinking, you know what, it's okay, at least I made it this far. Because that's kind of how I'd feel, you know? Because, I mean, this is just SMW being SMW. Like, it's just a trash game sometimes. That's all there is to it. Alright, he got it. He's making it. Matthew making it through outrageous. Mingura makes it through tubular. You love to see it. He might actually be able to finish this run. And if anything, I mean, the mistakes we saw from Matthew at the end of last run means this is by no means over. I mean, the run's really just starting. But he doesn't really want to do the rest of special. I think that was just a mental thing for him to be able to get through tubular without having to rely on the better power-ups. I think he's just going to go for a cape the rest of the way through. Just going to try to fly over the rest of the levels. That's the benefit of it being 96 exit and not 95 exit. So Matthew's showing what happens if you don't actually make it over the pipes. He just wanted to show the bottom of the level. He's probably trying to make up for the fact that he completely flew over the UR super player part last run. Gotta say respect that he barely even lost time also. 134? It's crazy. Matthew gonna be finishing up special with a fade out time of 38.19. We'll see how far behind Mingura is. Gonna be honest, folks, it's probably gonna be about 6 minutes. Like I said, he lost a lot of time on tubular, and he had to go back for Yoshi and a cape. What's your backup here, Mingura? Gotta say, props to him for not dying there. 9 times out of 10, if that was me, I would have died there. I would have died on like the second on switch he jumped on. And he jumped on like 5 of them. So, dang. That was honestly pretty impressive. He made it through without dying. Awesome. Got a jump attempt coming out from Matthew here. Let's see. Is it successful? Nope. Honestly, I don't even know if he's trying to press it. Like at all, let alone on the right frame. He might just be jumping and like calling it the day. Which would be really sad. Takes out a lot of the enjoyment of a 96 run if people aren't even trying to go for jumps. Mingura making his way through Groovy now. GBK? He can't do it. He doesn't have a Firefly. I don't think you really need a Yoshi there. Oh, you gotta eat the entire Pokey. Oh my gosh, the lag. Mingura is having a fun time on Groovy. It's just Groovy, dude. Oh, and the... Poor Mingura. Got some love from Matthew pouring out in the chat. Mingura saying, you know what, frick this old Yoshi. I'm just moving along. He's gonna screw me over in Yoshi clips anyway. Matthew coming through. Donut Seeker 1, normal exit. Let's see. Hey, Mingura still has 11 lives. So he's still totally fine. You can get a cape at the midway here. That's probably what he's gonna try to do. Dang, he ran through that with no fear at all. That was actually pretty impressive. Alright, let's see Matthew's dry room. Well, he does kind of flub it. Yeah, he loses like 3 seconds. Yipes. In-game seconds, that is. Yeah, no bullying in the chat, please, guys. Let's keep it civil. We're all out here trying to have fun on this great day. You know, you can be fans of a certain streamer or racer or whatever it is, but if you're being rude to people, you know that doesn't fly at all. We don't appreciate that here. So Mingura flying over outrageous. Oh, 261, not bad. Matthew making his way through the Atomic Talisa fight. Not hard, just hit him with 3 blocks and that's it. You have completed the secret exit of the Donut Secret House. If you could believe that. And we got a little bit of toxicity going on in the chat. Gotta be honest, I'm not digging it, guys. Let's try to just try to keep it positive, shall we? Oh, I was muted. What I'm saying is these guys are trying their hardest. They're doing everything they can, and they're awesome for that. You are a super player, Mingura. Keep that in mind. So are you, Matthew. So is everyone in this race right now. Everyone except me, pretty much, because I suck at this game. But these guys are killing it. So let's give them the respect they deserve, huh? All right. So Mingura finishing up. What was the out time for Matthew? It was like 38:10 something. Oh my gosh, I am a god. I called it. I said it's probably about 6 minutes. It's like 6 minutes on the dot. Matthew, Donut Secret 2. Let's see how it looks. I mean, we almost had some synchronized tap left going on. Tap lefting. Oh, Matthew rubbing on the pipe. You don't love to see that one bit. But he'll be able to finish out the level. It's totally fine. Oh, bouncing on some Koopas. 266 coming out from Matthew. Normally you get like a 271 or 72 or 70. So obviously he lost a good bit of time rubbing on the pipe and then having to wait for that Koopa to bounce on him. Mingura getting a 260 and Yoshi won. I think he can get a 262 or 63. Oh, Matthew getting the 1 tile P-speed jump. You love to see it. No yump from Mingura. Disappointed. Now I gotta wait a whole 15 minutes or so to see if they get it in the Blue Switch Palace. And I have no confirmation of it having happened already, so I'm not looking very optimistic. Pretty clean VS1 secret exit so far from Matthew. Hopefully the NFL doesn't choke him over. He got it. He's good. He's totally fine. Mingura is going through DP1 secret exit now. Then he's going to go through DS1 normal and secret exit. And then Donut Secret House normal and secret exit. And then Donut Secret 1. And then VD1 secret exit. And then he'll be caught up with Matthew. So he's got a lot of work to do. Looking pretty rough. But it's not over till it's over. We all know that. $274 on the normal exit coming out from Matthew. That's really good. Really good. Anywhere in the 270s is pretty good. I think the 280 or 281 is the best you can do, and that's like insane. But that's really hard to get like that good. Matthew, nice jump. At the beginning, we get the P speed of the flight. Mingura going through a secret exit. We'll see if he's able to keep the shell. Doesn't look like it. Alright, swim with the P switch. Wait, is this the normal exit? I thought he was on the secret exit already. No, so he's just swimming through the level. Totally fine, not a problem. 249. That's totally fine. Wow, 263 from Matthew. I feel like I never see a 263 on this level. Only a 62 is the best. So that's really fast flight from him. Matthew flying through one of my favorite levels right now, except not to fly through. It's one of my favorite levels. Oh, he gets stopped by a dolphin. Said, I've seen your dinosaur eat my people before, okay? How dare you fly over me like that? You gotta respect me. Oh, Mingura messing up in the dark room, or dry room. Losing his cape. You don't love to see it. That's actually really rough. Oh, he gets the fire flower. He can do the no cape strat here. If he knows it. That was actually pretty clean. Alright, let's see how his no cape ghost house is. Are you gonna get a stair clip? He's gonna go back for a cape. That is the best option. 100%. Because he probably doesn't feel that confident in his boomerang movement with no cape. And it's just gonna be a lot more consistent to get through it. 1, let alone 2. If you have a cape. So it's worth like the 20-second loss or whatever to go back for that cape. He does the new age movement that Carrick was talking about. Oh, but he jumps too late. I feel like that's the second time we saw that, to get over that boo. I feel like it's not really that important to get P speed and get a faster door entrance if you're going to end up losing your cape anyway. Do you get that fire flower? Yeah, I guess you do. Oh, Matthew, scary Resner fight. But he makes it through without a death. Orange jump. I don't know why I went for the luck jump. it probably wasn't the best idea. He does have to go for the secret X first, though. I mean, he doesn't have to. It just saves time. If I were him, I would have just gone on the P switch, gone for the normal exit, and just ate like the 2-second time loss or whatever from overworld movement. Matthew's in the best level right now. It's too bad. You know, last race they were actually close to being in the best level at the same time. But now they're like 8 minutes apart right now, or something. They're 7 minutes apart. I don't know, it's a lot. It's rough. Oh, Mingura with the stair clip. That was awesome. That was actually so sick. Can we get some pogs in chat for Mingura doing the stair clip? I mean, that wasn't the fastest room 2 from Mingura, but I mean, he got the stair clip in room 1, so honestly, I'm pretty proud of him right now. That was awesome. Like, he definitely made up for it with that. Just like, he looked cool. Go back to the top secret area for a cape. It's honestly debatable whether it's faster to go here. Well, because you can also get a fire flower here. Whether it's faster to go for it there or in DP1. Like if you're just going for a cape. It's probably faster in DP1. Less overworld movement. And otherwise it's like basically the same amount of time when you're in the level. And you can actually start select out. You don't have to like leave. Matthew already done with Butterbridge 1. Dang, that's honestly one of the fastest I've seen that level done. That might be like the fastest I've ever seen anyone do that level. That was insane. I'm sorry, Mingura. Why would you do that? He just dive bombed on every single Koopa almost. No, dude, you could have just held back. You weren't gonna go backwards. That's so unfortunate. But it looked pretty funny. Oh no, Matthew getting hit out of the sky at the end of Blur Bridge 2? There is like nothing worse than that. Hang on to that fire flower, please. I passed 4 of them. Well, that's why I said it was like almost all of them. You know, you don't need to be exact here. But fair. You know, I expect all of you chatters to be able to call me out whenever I make a mistake. So I always appreciate the constructive criticism. You know, we're all trying to get better in this life here, so it's always good to, you know, have people you can rely on to tell you when you're doing it wrong. Wow, Matthew just balls to the wall, room 2 of Ludwig. Nice. He took it kind of slow in room 1, but he went hard in room 2. So, that's not too bad. How these fence jumps looking? Not too bad. Pretty good VS1 coming out from Mingura. Much better than we saw last race for both runners, honestly. Yeah, you got a 274 coming out of Matthew and a 273 coming out of Mingura. And Matthew is through with Ludwig. So it looks like Matthew said he's not going to go for Cape until FY2. That seems like the best option. Because you can just go for the star at the midway in FY1. So you don't have to worry about the ending of FY1. And you'll lose a lot more time going for the Cape at the midway in FY1 than the Cape at the beginning of FY2. Like, you don't lose any time beginning of FY2. So that seems like the best idea. See how his no Cape movement is here. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a blue shell at the midway there, so you can honestly just fly over the level. So it's definitely faster to just fly over it there. We'll grab the shell and fly over it rather than get the Cape and do the same thing. So yeah, really good game knowledge for Matthew, because I totally forgot that Koopa at the midway was a blue shell and not a red shell. Matthew's now got a Cape. Wow, risky Yoshi clip attempt, but this man just does not know. He doesn't know the definition of a second try Yoshi clip. He just gets a first try every time. We'll see if the second FY2 he gets first try clipped as well. If he does, man, it's a wrap, bruh. I mean, not really. But the thing is, I don't think this lead has really grown or shrunk since they exited special. We'll have to see what his time out of Ludwig is. Because Matthew is like a 53-20 something, I think. Swap boss from Mingura? Question mark. Oh, he gets it. I called it into existence. Nice. Mingura's got some strats, man. I mean, he's got some swag going on. No yump from Matthew. He goes 0 for 8 between these two. If you're going to race 96 5 times, the least you could do is at least get a yump in one of them, right? At least one yump. I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed, man. I thought we were at a better level than that. Mingura with a bit of a scary Resner fight, but he gets there. Fine. Totally fine. Wow, the fastest. That is the fastest I've ever seen a Yoshi eat anything. Other than when it's dinner time on Vanilla Secret 3. Mingura on best level. Let's go. Butterbridge 1. Pause champ. Matthew going through his first try at the Forest Ghost House. He's definitely practiced on a lot of these levels. Like, he's got good movement on a lot of these levels. He just doesn't quite have the consistency. But it's not really to be expected in Class C again. And again, he already did a 96 exit, one that almost ended in a complete heartbreak that he barely won. Now, Forest Ghost House is also in Longest Path, All Fortresses, some other levels too, but only categories such in terms of main categories, yeah, it's only in 95, 96. Like main categories on speedrun.com. Also, like all ghost houses, all structures. Man, Matthew just cannot stop getting first try Yoshi clip. This man has the most like insane gameplay on FOI2. I don't know if we've ever seen someone so consistent at Yoshi clips, like in a single race. I mean, this is by far the most Yoshi clip attempts we've seen out of a racer so far, I think, because I don't think we've seen a double 96 so far. And 96 is the only category where you go for 2 Yoshi clips. That's scary. It makes it on the urchins just fine, though. And he nails all 4 first try. That's huge. And I mean huge. Like, if Mingura doesn't get first try on either one, it's rough. Yeah, you're probably right. He probably does have some sort of special bond with Yoshi. I mean, we've seen a lot less deaths, Yoshi deaths at the hands of Mario on Mingura's side than we are on Matthew's side than we have on Mingura's side. So, yeah, that's probably what it is. So Mingura, stop killing your Yoshi so you can get some good Yoshi clips, man. Trust me. Really weird room 1 strat coming out from Mingura. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that was. Okay, that's just his strat. He goes really slow on purpose so he doesn't have to worry about the exact flight speed, and then he just goes to a normal flight speed after the first 2 potobos. It's actually really sick. Wow, that was fast. Those fence jumps for him to jump on top of the Koopa, that was crazy fast. Okay, so it looks like Mingora is about 7 minutes behind Matthew. So that lead out of special grew about a minute. A lot of that was that whole debacle around him losing cape in DS1 and then like taking extra time to get a cape first and then also like going a lot slower at parts in the Donut Secret House. So yeah, it makes sense that it grew by about a minute. But again, with Matthew getting both first try clips, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for Mingora to make up this lost ground. It would take a few deaths on Royfly and other mess ups later for Mingora to be able to bring this back. $15 in chat, please. You gotta spin jump on those saws there, Matthew, to not get hit. I don't think you expect that to happen. I don't think he expected to lose his flight as soon as he did. Or just like anything that happened, I don't think he expected it. Thing is, now he's got to do this room no cape, which can be kind of spooky. That's a mushroom? Wow, what a freaking sham. It's not even a fire flower or a cape. It's a freaking mushroom, and you already have a power up. Or was that that must have been an like a yellow switch block. It was a yellow. Okay. I am not paying attention to the race, apparently. I don't know what the purpose of going for that mushroom is. Nice scroll ahead, though. No yum from Mingura either. Oof. Matthew almost dying on Resner. Honestly surprised we haven't seen any death on Resner so far this race. Guess I'm positively surprised. I like the strap from Mingura. Oh no! He had it and then he sped up too quickly. He should have just let go of Y. Not what you want to see at all. He had it too. That was actually so clean. That was such a good strat. Whereas Matthews finished up with a normal exit of FY3 or 4, FY4. Now Matthew's gonna be going for the normal exit of FY3. And then he's gonna head into Roy's castle where hopefully he doesn't mess up Roy Fly. Oh, you gotta do an instant spin jump there so you can cape cancel into that boo. Matthew overshooting the pipe a little bit. Not that big of a deal. How's his butterfly looking? Dip. Awesome. No problem at all. It's easy for him. This guy's a seasoned vet, it seems. First platform DLC. Nice. I wonder what Matthew's PB is. I think it's a 131, but he might have a sub 130. I'm not sure what pace he's on right now. It's getting like a 106.34 or something. Let's see how Mingura's clip goes. Oh, you gotta hold neutral while dismounting. And he's going for easy clip. Said no thanks. 106.30 something for Matthew. He might be able to sub 130 this. It would be hard, but he could do it. He's on decent pace right now. So we have a pipe fly attempt coming out from Matthew. I don't think that's gonna work, mate. Yeah. It you don't really get a flight off. And also it just you weren't with P speed when you enter the pipe. So either way it wasn't gonna work. I don't know why Mingura is just flying through or swimming through FY2 with Yoshi. He didn't even go for easy clip. It's weird. I don't know. It's the things you see sometimes in runs will kind of confuse you. So if these racers are feeling anything like I am right now, which is kind of sleepy, then yeah, it's going to start showing their gameplay. It might already be showing. Maybe that's why. Although I know these guys are in a different time zone than I am. Which is weird because I'm normally used to staying up this late. But for some reason, I'm really tired right now. I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know? Life is just a whole mess. Sometimes you don't really know why it does the things it does, but it does them anyway. Wow, look at that sync. They finished the levels like the exact same time. Matthew avoiding the Yoshi block, you'd love to see it. Okay, Mingura actually really clean movement this time. Okay, I know Carrick said it last time, but that movement actually is sick. Except that part, where he like did the dive into the wall. And like got a pseudo wall clip for a second, lost like half a second. Mingura's got some awesome movement in that level. See how Choco Secret Room 1 treats Matthew? Okay, I actually kind of like that strat. It's not the fastest, but it's consistent. Mingura saying he forgot the forest route. I mean, it's called the Forest of Illusion for a reason, man. It's designed to be confusing. No, but actually, it is really, especially in 96 or 95, like remembering exactly the order in which to do the levels so that it's optimal is like really tough. And especially like remembering which is the secret or normal exit. Like, dude, the ghost house, you can barely even tell which exit is which, let alone where it leads. Like, unless you actually know exactly how it works. Well, I'm glad it worked for Mingora. Maybe he'll be able to get another PB. If he's not able to win this, I think if he double Ps in 96 exit, that's best case scenario. Of course, if it were me and I were double racing 96, the first run would automatically be a PB because I've never done a run in the category before, and the second one probably would too. Unless I just like I'll probably suck the first race. Maybe I'll just suck even more the second race. But man, if I like did 96 in a race, no thanks. I haven't known a situation in which that would ever be favorable for me. Mingura going through an auto scroller. It's life. Man, you guys ever get that feeling where you're like so tired that you kind of have a moment of disbelief that the words you're saying are actually making sense and are like words that a person who's awake would say properly? Yeah, they're doing the same route. They both did early green switch. And, you know, as long as they're doing the levels in the right order for the route, like there haven't been any other major route changes. The only place where really a route's gonna differ is like what order you do the levels in the second split. So like the fastest route, the route that most people do, like most faster runners do, Not necessarily because it's faster, because it only saves like 5 frames or something. Like it's a pretty minuscule amount. Um, but it's just better to have your boomerangs in the proper position. Is instead of doing DP1 normal exit in World 2, you do DP1 secret exit first, then you do Donut Secret 1 normal exit. Basically, you do the Donut Secret house early so you get your boomerangs in a proper position for that level, because that matters a lot more than the other levels that they pop up in, given your strats. But these guys both did early green switch, which again, it barely loses time, but it makes your boomerangs a lot weirder for the ghost house when you get there. And it just it's better for newer players because that way you get the green switch a lot earlier. So in a lot of levels where you normally wouldn't be able to get a cape from the green block that's there, you would be able to get it. So you can get backup capes like the whole run instead of after like the halfway point. So yeah, right now the lead you're seeing is the lead that's accurate. Last race, Matthew accidentally did Larry's castle early. Probably a muscle memory thing from all castles. But so even though there was a point where Mingura was actually ahead of Matthew, that was with Matthew having already done Larry's castle. So when it came time to do Larry's castle, Matthew had already done it, whereas Mingura still had to do it. Yeah, having early green blocks in some of the levels is really nice. Yeah, especially right before the boss battles. Oh, he gets sniped by a pencil. There was definitely no consent there. That's not good. Oh, I don't think he expected to go through that quickly. I think he was expecting the pencil to stop his momentum, so he just went straight through and got pranked by a Bowser laser or whatever those things are called. Those are like the Bowser statues, the things they shoot. Let's see how his room 2 looks. Okay, I wasn't really watching, but Mingora actually got Roy Fly with the Fire Flower, so he's saving time on Matthew in that regard. Okay, I have no idea how Matthew got flight there. That was so weird. He was like walking, and then all of a sudden he had P speed. What? That is so strange. Matthew's got some confidence. He's going for fast Resner, and he nailed it. It wasn't the fastest he could do. You can save an extra half a second by doing like a faster one, but that's still really good. Like generally he's been taking his time on a lot of the Resner fights, but that time he just went off. Go off, sis. Mingora reading some text that he'll probably never understand unless he takes a Japanese course, and Matthew is going through VD4. What is he doing? He really wants to get this fast movement, so he ran all the way back. I can't speak to the optimality of that, but I can say that it is satisfying to pull off faster movement in a level the second time if you failed the first time. But he gets sniped by a mole. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. And I'm not just talking about the 17. I'm not just talking about the physical trauma. I'm talking about the psychological trauma. Getting betrayed by a mole like that. Like, I thought we were friends. You look cool. Got sunglasses on. Why you just coming from the sky and taking away my cape, man? What did I ever do to you? Other than probably eat you in some alternative runs. $19. Man, Matthew's really making us up quickly. In case you guys missed it, last race Matthew got up to 85 bonus stars. And this is going to get 15 bonus stars from a level. Like, we've seen it twice so far this race, I think. No, it was a bit off. 17 for Matthew. You know, if he had gotten one more, he would have gotten. If he had gotten 15 more, he would have gotten a bonus game. There was one level where he actually lost like 4 seconds just making sure that he didn't get the bonus game. But, you know, he's making quick work to make it possible to get back there again. I mean, he's already at 36 after just 2 levels of having gotten it. That's 2 levels in a row, too. Mingura really likes his Yoshi in this level. I'm not really sure why. But it's all good. Matthew having to wait out this cycle? Yeah, that's no cape problems. Yeah, if you mess up your movement, or if you don't trust your movement enough to go fast, you're eating the extra cycle. You can't just float your way to victory. You actually have to platform. Oh no, he missed the hit. He got hit, and he missed the hit anyway. That's rough. Well, he missed the hit on Wendy. He didn't miss the hit on himself. He got hit himself. Matthew 11837. We'll see what Mingura's looks like. If I had to guess, I'm putting it on the line right now. I think it's going to be 8 minutes 15. Wait, no, it's going to be a lot more than that. It's going to be... Alright, no joke. It's going to be 9 minutes... It's going to be 10 minutes and 8 seconds. Final answer. Matthew's got a cape there. Nice. Hopefully he's able to hang on to it. He doesn't do the fast Yoshi regrab, so he might not be able to get the despawn here. But I don't think that's the biggest deal for him. Like, mainly, you're just trying to keep your cape and Yoshi. Those are like the two main things from this level. Well, he actually did get the despawn with that forward scroll. So that was actually sick. Now you just gotta make it through here. Wow, barely avoids that boot cloud. Or that boomerang. Pretty good SGS coming out from Matthew. Mingura's just waiting for the clock to reach down to 249. And he gets it. It looked like it was about to be 250. So that was like a frame perfect orange tree, which you don't really ever need. Even world record pace. I mean, what, you're gonna save like 8 frames? Might as well just focus on score lag reduction. Lol. Wow, SGS double tongue once again from Matthew. This guy is just so swag. I can't handle it. GG. Also, Orb. So this is what I was talking about. I mean, you know, you thought you were cool with the moles, but they see what you're doing to their brothers all the time. Committing mass genocide and... Oh, I don't know how, but Mingura died? It's rough. It's not what you want to see. Yeah, it's looking like curtains. Probably on my prediction as well. Being that it's going to be like 10 minutes, 8 seconds apart. It's probably going to be more. Nice strat. Wait for it to turn into a blue shell, then grab it. As long as you duck when you're flying. And Matthew finishing up Vob 2 normal exit. Mingura going for chocolate 3 secret now, I imagine. He falls to the ground a la Matthew. Oh, he runs right into the Koopa. Gets hit, loses his cape, but he gets that midway and he's able to get the cape right there. And he cape spins that Koopa. Matthew, get a sexy slap for the fans. Come on, second try. Wow, that was super sexy. That was awesome. No Doorfly coming through from Matthew. Pretty unfortunate. But he gets the Doorfly there. So literally as soon as I talked about it, he did the thing that I was talking about. But I mean like the Doorfly, in that room to go left. Saved a lot of time. Mingura going through some pencils like it's a Labor Day sale at Staples. And meantime, Matthew is going through VOP 3 like it's a 96 exit speedrun. I'll be here all night, guys, don't worry. Not going anywhere. Mingura with one of the scariest Resner fights I've seen. He almost got hit twice, bro. Nah. Knockman. Alright. Matthew going through VOP 4 now. Let's see. What do we got? No, Matthew losing his cape. It's rough. Not what you like to see. A bunch of big moles congregating at the bottom of Chocolate 4. They're probably planning on how to take down Mario and his dinosaurial friend. Next civil war of dinosaur land. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Get out of there, please. Just get away from that Chuck by any means possible. You don't want to lose that second cape. You just don't want to do it, let alone before Larry. Nah. And, okay, so it looks like he's gonna have to grab a Yoshi somewhere here so that he can get the secret exit. Because you need a Yoshi. This is like the one exit in the entire game where you absolutely need Yoshi for. If you don't have a Yoshi, you gotta redo the exit pretty much. Like with the Yoshi. Or else you're not gonna be able to get it. Same thing happened to Matthew. This is unfortunate. Especially for me, because I kind of want to just be done with this race. I didn't say that. You guys didn't hear that. Oh, he's doing the old-fashioned way. Jump through the blocks. Do it. Honestly, man, just play it safe. Stop trying to go super fast. It's not helping you out. Mingura going through room 1 of Wendy. Nothing too crazy. He's making it happen. And Matthew gets the key that he needs to be able to do Larry's castle and hopefully soon finish out this race. Wow, Matthew's somehow like missing flight off of the block snake, so he has to run all the way back and do it on such a smaller tile. We'll see how his room 2 looks. Hopefully better. Oh no, Matthew going through the rest of Larry. Small. With no power up of any kind. I mean, that's the definition of call. Small. The definition of small is not having any power up. In this game, anyway. Oh, rough. Gets pranked by Larry. Loses cape. Ouch. But you know, it's just like they always say. It's like, yeah, Jaco, you're a small streamer. You know, you don't have any power ups, do you? I'd be like, what the heck are you talking about? Get out of my house. I didn't even invite you here. So Mingura now heading on the sunken ghost ship. Matthew is almost an entire Larry split ahead, which is like 8.5 minutes. I wasn't even paying attention to the end time. That's like 128 something. I'll have to watch back the pod and see how accurate that was. I'll watch it back later when I'm not like about to fall asleep. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm pretty tired though. It's no secret. Well, the good thing is Matthew doesn't really need this Yoshi. So if he does lose it and he can't get it back or he dies or something, like it's not gonna be a problem. Now, if you're Matthew, do you go for the cape there or do you just go for sandbar? Why would you go for sandbar? Especially if you probably don't know how to do it. Thing is, he did almost get it in the first race. No, you're good, Pat. No, it's good, Pat. You don't gotta start the hashtag. I'm just really tired, that's all. I knew what I was getting into with the potential of this being a double 96 race. I didn't think it was that likely that they would both be 96. But it's all good. I'm having a good time if you guys are having a good time. Give me a Ming Lee and chat if you guys are having a good time. Enjoying this race. As Mingura is finishing out the sunken ghost ship. Let's see just how sunken this ship is. Orb. 96 exits is the best category. You spelled it wrong though. It's supposed to have a capital S. 96 exits. Not 96 exit. Or not 96 exits. Alright, Mingora going through VOB 1 now. We're gonna see some more animal abuse. Please don't call PETA. We're just trying to get some patents going. So hopefully Matthew doesn't miss the cycle this time. Awesome. Okay, it looked like he was about to go for it and then he abandoned it part of the way through because honestly man, that strat's scary. Like this level is easier to do fast no cape than with cape. Well, that's not exactly true. It's easier to back it up fast if you have cape. Don't die here, Matthew, please, I'm begging you. Oh, he almost did, but he barely made it. And Matthew finishing up the Valley Fort with a clean Resner fight. Mingora looking like he's making his way to doing the normal exit. Yeah, he should be at the normal exit right now. So Matthew is just one Bowser fight away. Yeah, I hate to say it, I don't think Mingora's on PB pace anymore. Man, Matthew, honestly, he's got the hard part of Dark Room down twice in a row, but he's just not able to close it out. Mingura is able to get through the hole. As a pretty good cape kill so far from Matthew. But again, we thought it was a good cape kill until the very last hit last time, and then he died at the very end, and he almost lost the race. So anything can really happen, boys. I hope the thing that's supposed to happen happens. Wow, Mangora getting the door flat. That's awesome. This guy's so cool. He really is, actually. Seems like a really cool guy. Alright, now this hit. This one you gotta let go of all directions and hold down while letting go of Y. Nice. 6th hit, or 4th hit. He's just 2 hits away from finishing it out. I'm not sure if Mangora will finish out this race, because I don't think he can PB this right now, and that might be his only motivation for continuing. Please, please, just get the hit. Okay. That was looking oddly familiar. GG's to Matthew, 134.26. Finishing out the race, a 2-0. Fairly commanding, too. I mean, were it not for that really cringe, not cringe, really rough death at the end of the first Bowser fight, he would have won that first race by like 2.5 minutes. And he won this race by, I mean, let's be honest, Mingura is still like 7-8 minutes away from finishing the race. So yeah, huge GG's to Matthew. Really great performance. I mean, it's really rough to have to play 296 exits. He did pretty well, all things considered. Yeah, we're open if we're down to do some interviews. The floor is open to either runner. Well, Mingora, it looks like he's still running. I'm not sure if he's gonna finish or not, but so yeah, if Matthew wants to hop in for a quick interview, I'll be down to interview him, and if he doesn't, then not a problem at all. So you see 296s for Matthew. It's pretty impressive. More than I've gotten at one point. At any point. Alright, Mangora finishing out Vob 4 fairly strongly. Normal exit. Let's see how his Larry's kill is. Larry's Castle. What's up, Matthew?
Hello, hello, GG.
Yeah, GG's to you, man. You had some pretty good races. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously those the ending of your first race was a bit rough. Were those
that was
nerves or?
um the death in Cobb Fort was I just misremembered the pattern at the end. Just did it wrong. And the death in Bowser, losing cape, I'm pretty sure was my controller dropped the right input, and then my death was me being too optimistic about getting the hit in time.
Sorry, that's how it happens sometimes. That last hit on the third phase can be really scary. So like, Yeah, I can totally see how like your controller messing that up would just kind of mess you up mentally. I mean,
Yeah.
I've died in that position more times than I can count. So yeah, that's why I was saying like I don't blame you at all for having done that on accident.
Before my first set of races, my D-pad was like really dying, and I cleaned it out, and it's a little better. But like, if you ever see me like run across a platform and just not get P speed, that's because it dropped right somewhere along the line.
Yeah, it's been happening to me too. It happened a few times in my races, but I'm glad you were still able to come out with the win, regardless of that. Because obviously
Yeah,
controller issues suck, but to still come out successful in the face of that is awesome.
yeah. Luckily, I didn't um have any huge deaths. I remember first run I died in Groovy, and that was all hubris. I thought I could do it small, and I couldn't.
Yeah, that was definitely pretty unfortunate. Yeah, you had a lot cleaner play this time around, just overall.
Yeah,
What's your PB in this category?
it would be. I think it's 6 seconds less than this. 134.20.
Oh, so you got a PB in second race?
Um, no, this is off by 6 seconds.
Oh, still 6 seconds away from PB. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that was in my last set of races that I PB'd. I don't do a lot of attempts with this category.
Yeah, I can't imagine you'd want to. It's
I
pretty
do.
brutal category.
Most of my practice has just been fast 96.
Fast 96 definitely seems like a great way to practice this for sure. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, GG's. Anything you want to shout out?
Shout out my opponent for the next round.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna play you. Don't be too good against me, please. I don't want to get destroyed.
I was trying really hard, and a lot of things went wrong. So who knows?
You're playing a category 3 times as long as what I normally play, so
Yeah, I like longer categories. There's more room to work with, I think.
Yeah, no, me too. But I'm talking like I like all castles, no cape, no Star World, and no Star World. Those are plenty long for me. Not this 96 business.
Yeah,
Oh, at some point I'll do 96 or 95, or probably both. But it's not possible for me right now.
it's a little boring at times. I'm kind of sleepy because it's late.
I'm kind of sleepy too. I mean,
Probably.
if you watch back the VOD, I'm pretty sure half of what I said in like the last half hour of this was just unintelligible nonsense. I'm pretty sure I woke up completely once you got hit again, like on the last hit there of Bowser,
Yeah, I don't
where
know
you
what's
almost
going
died again.
on. I gotta practice that because my third hits just are not in time.
It is probably the hardest part because you can't just hold fully right or fully left like you can in the other hits. Like you have to be kind of in the middle. So if your position isn't perfect, like you can't line it up as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even really do cape killing runs. Like I didn't until recently. I started to do it for 11 because I've been wanting to grind for sub 11. But I'm not very good at it. Like I can't do the third hit. I always try to do the no cape one, and I always mess it up and get hit. And it's like, well, I guess I'll just do no cape. Mingura almost dying there, but he makes it through all right.
Yeah,
Dude,
don't die there.
Valley Resner is always so aggressive. I don't know why. I always see like 3 or even all 4 shooting at the same time on Valley Resner,
Mine
and
was
none of the
okay.
other ones do that.
Mine was okay actually. I actually managed to do the quick kill, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, no, you had a good pattern at the end. But yeah, you definitely started to get some more like confidence during Resner. Like I'm pretty sure you did a fast fight also for Choco Fort, which was good to see. Or it might have been the Forest Fort. I can't remember.
I got I got tired of doing it slow, and I never actually practiced it, but I just from having watched so many people do it, I just started going for it. And it's
Yeah.
not that hard actually.
Yeah, the most important part is I mean you can do the jump at the beginning, which will set up the patterns better for the fireballs coming out of the Resner. But like you gotta duck under the first one, and then you gotta get like a semi-full jump over, like as long as you get the jump over the Resonator, and then an instant jump onto the second one, like you're fine. That's the most important part. But yeah, it's not too hard. It can just be kind of weird, like especially in a race setting. It can be kind of easy to mess it up.
Yeah, I think I lost one of the fights, which is okay.
Yeah, you definitely had pretty good reactions to like when Resonars were in a weird position or whatever. It's like such as did not get hit.
Well, GG to Mingura. I know he's got another race still, because there's always a third place race, so he's not done yet.
Yeah, he's gonna be racing against BRT, which is be pretty rough. I'm pretty sure they were in the same group, so that'll be a rematch.
They might have been.
Yeah, I think Mingura got kind of clowned by him a little bit. I don't want to say clowned. That's not very nice. He got pranked by him a little bit. Honestly, I should have lost to him pretty badly, but I don't know. Somehow I came out with a dub, and I still don't really know how that happened, but I'm happy about it.
Yeah,
Hopefully our match is good.
I wonder what the predictions are, because I know a lot of people put you to get far, and a couple people put me, so I wonder who has gotten this matchup correct.
Yeah, I think basically everyone who... I think Pie's Good is the only person who picked me to win Class C. GG's to Mingura, finishing out with a 144.08 for 07. Yeah, I think the only people who didn't pick BRT, for the most part, to win Class C picked you to win it. Like, some people picked BRT to win in my match versus him and picked you to beat BRT, and some people picked me to beat BRT, but you to beat me. So I guess we'll see.
We'll see. We'll figure out when to race.
Yeah, we'll have to... I'm not sure if that's going to be this week or next week, because I know they're still finished... like, this week, they're mainly doing the semifinal for Class A. But I think they're also scheduling the final for Class B, so they probably should schedule the final for Class C.
That'll be fun to watch and play in.
Yeah, no, for sure. It'll be a good time no matter what happens. Yeah, GG's to Mingura. I'm not sure if he wants to hop in for an interview. Okay, yeah, he said he's gonna hop in right quick. We'll see see what he has to say about the race. Mingura, if you wanna yeah, just go on deck in the Discord. What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, good races. You did well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
GG.
Bro, that was amazing. Two back-to-back 96.
Yeah, it was definitely not, I don't think, what any of us were expecting, least of all me. But, you know, I'm glad you guys had a good time. It's definitely a pretty rough category to run, so, you know, as long as you're making the best of it. And hey, you PB'd on the... Yeah, you PB'd on the first race, which is awesome.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. I was very nervous. I don't know why, and turns out like PB. But something funny happened after, because during the second race, I completely forgot the route on the forest. Because I lost my Yoshi, and I was like, oh, where should I go now?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a pretty confusing part, because you gotta do like the right exits in the right orders, or else you're gonna lose a lot of time in overworld movement and other stuff, and you might not have the right Yoshi or power up or whatever to do a specific exit at that time.
Yeah, there's a lot of routes through the forest. A lot of people have been looking at what's the best route if you include things like FGH clip, because you have to get fire afterwards.
Yeah, it definitely just gets more complex, like the higher level you are.
I also forgot about the easy clip. I realized like when I was like in front of the sharing chow that wakes up all the fish. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, no, I was pointing that out. I was like, I thought he was gonna go for easy clip, but you were just going like to the end of the
I
the level.
forgot it. I forgot it, completely forgot. I didn't know
Uh,
any of the forest.
I mean, in a race setting, like obviously you're gonna forget a lot of easy stuff. I made so many stupid mistakes in all my races, and you know, I wasn't doing a category nearly as long as this, let alone being like the last match of the week or like of that round. Although I did do the first match of the entire tournament, but it's beside the point.
Yeah, I got lucky on clips, getting first try.
I think I got
I
one
mean,
on first try also.
yeah, no, you weren't getting kicked out at all, but I mean, you were getting the first clip in first try every time, and then you just weren't getting clipped out, or you weren't getting kicked out, which was, I don't know, crazy to me. I've never seen someone like
Yeah,
100% on clips in a race setting.
that's
It's crazy.
I've had worse. It was not too long ago that I died. I ran out of time. I got clipped out like 12 times in a row.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's happened to me. I think the lowest I've gotten in a run is like 70, which I felt like was really low. But definitely, like while practicing, I've ran out of time. It's not it's not a great feeling, but it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
Well, it was a great experience. This is my first tournament. I didn't know what to expect, and I made it to the semifinal.
Yeah, man. No, you did a great job for your first tournament, and you're still gonna be playing BRT in the third place match.
Yeah, we faced each other during the group stage.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you guys were in the same group. So you got a little rematch, man.
There's a rematch.
Looking to get
See
some
what happens.
vengeance.
Best of
I
luck.
don't know. I hope.
Best of luck on your rematch.
Yeah, good luck, man. You can wish us luck because we're gonna be playing each other probably next week.
All right.
All right. Either of you guys have anything else to add? Mingura, you want to shout anyone out or anything out?
Well, I would like to thank you, all my people in Spanish, please. Muchas gracias, amigos, por.
Yeah, of
All
course.
right.
All right. Yeah. Well,
Muy
shout outs
especial,
to both of you
gracias,
guys.
gracias a todos. O sea, cuando empecé con este hobby nunca pensé que llegaría a ningún lugar. Y aquí estoy. Gracias.
All right. And also shouts out to both of you guys. Because both of you guys have been pretty heavily taken on the restreaming of a lot of these
Yeah.
matches.
Told
You,
them the
Matthew, on the main
laptop, yeah,
channel,
was
and
really
Mingora,
cool.
you on the Spanish channel. So thank you both of
Yeah.
you guys.
Let's go.
And shout out to Umar for restreaming this one that went on for a very long time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you for that, Umar. So yeah, and thank you guys all for watching. I think we're gonna go raid Mingora, or I mean, I'm not gonna raid him because I'm not like manning the channel right now.
I need to end the stream and I'm hungry. I'm
Oh,
definitely
Mingora's
hungry.
gonna end the stream. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure we could probably raid someone on the SMW channel, but unless either of you guys have anything to add, I think we're about ready to sign off here.